G'day everyone. How are you? Has this intro gotten longer? I'm going to move her right down the bottom because she obviously gets bored after she sees her name, and then she goes, "Oh, yeah, I've got to sit through the rest of this shit now." Is that right? Waypoint, New England. How are you? We got W there too. Mark, Gary Brand here was how are you, mate? We got AZ there too. Mr. Skyfly, how are you, mate? The grumpy one, the vlogger himself. Lloyd is in the chat as well. I think that's around about it. I think if I've missed someone, I'm sorry about that, W. No, I think I've got everybody. So yeah, welcome in for another week. We've got a couple of knuckleheads here, and let's be honest, there's three of them.
Evening, guys.
Hello, boys.
Knucklehead represent. Max.
Don't start your shit, Max. You hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, Max is into it already, is he?
Hey, Max. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Brian.
That's what I had to do. I'll just get rid of that
Hey,
one there.
Joel.
Chuck.
Hello to everybody. I'm on strike from individual hellos. So hello to everybody.
Oh, that's bloody wrong. Hang on. I just sent Max the link to probably Pornhub, let's be honest. No, it's to Jason's live show.
Hey, Gary.
He's
sending people to other shows.
Yeah, well, I did. I put that in the chat if everyone want to pop over because he's driving at the moment. He's on his way to watch his son play rugby. 3-hour drive he's on to watch his son play rugby. Now he's playing rugby, real man sport. None of this padding and all that sort of stuff that we've discussed in the past about those little girls out there not wanting to break their nails.
Yeah.
Oh, the AFL, yeah. Totally agree.
I'll shut my whole stream down. I don't care. I'm going to show you some of that shit, and you'll just be in the fetal position in the corner crying, going, "I couldn't do that." Yeah, where's my helmet? Yeah, we got Tom here too. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, gentlemen?
You into the gridiron over there, mate? Are you? Do you call it gridiron or football? What do you call it?
Either one.
Yeah, it's
people
football.
call it. I mean, people have referred to it as a
Makes no sense.
gridiron.
Yeah, because
Gridiron is the field you play on, not what we call it.
All right.
Is it?
Yes.
I've never heard that. Gridiron is the field.
Gridiron is the field
Okay. You learn something new every day.
because it's got all the markings on it. It's a gridiron. Grid.
Okay. Interesting.
Right.
Did you learn anything when you did the trucker exchange program?
I did actually. And let me tell you something. As soon as I got over that border, I'm not going to go there because it's predominantly American in the chat here.
Yeah. We're outnumbered.
Yeah, no, there was.
Pansy asses.
Hey,
Lloyd said pansy asses.
gridiron
Said
players
good.
are overpaid pansy asses. That's right. That's right. There you go. All right. Now, Jim's been out there with his little mini, chucking it about and trying a few different things. Going really well by all accounts, man. You know, I was a little bit concerned with the. I don't know. I don't know if the rear facing sensors, because they got what's the angle on them, the degrees on them, they're up. How do they go up? How with those sensors it's got, how can it directly above it, how can it sense shit directly above it?
I think as they come out, they're kind of angled and up.
Fisheye.
And they're probably, fisheye.
We're talking about the Mini 4?
Mini 4, yeah.
Yeah. So because of the ultra wide focal length of the sensors themselves, They have overlapping zones, and that's how they achieve the 360.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm. That now when that's something for that to work out. It's a bit of a to fit into
Sure.
such a tiny little thing like that. Because
Yeah.
when you're dealing with fisheye, something like that, if you're looking at a fisheye, if you're filming with a fisheye lens, it's very difficult. Even with a drone too, without a fisheye, it's very difficult to comprehend how close you are to something, because you might see it in your screen going, "Oh my god, I just missed that," but you're nowhere near it.
Yeah.
But
Um,
that's us trying to compute that. Now, remember, what's
Yeah.
being used in the drone itself is AI, or basically it's a chip-based algorithm that's just ingesting all that data
Mm.
and spitting out what you see on the interface as the radar lines around you.
Because I was very impressed with how quick the Mavic 3 processed the shit.
Yeah.
Because that thing was caning when I was doing it, because I was on that scooter, and it is not so much in between the trees I was going, but I was moving quite a bit, and I had to really think about where the hell it was going.
Right.
But when I was caning it, I was doing about probably 40 Ks, which is 40 Ks. What's that? 25,
28.
526 miles.
28 mile an hour. And that thing was right next to me, and then it took off and went behind trees and did all sorts of things. And this thing's working out exactly what it's doing. I was like, tell you
just
what.
folks, remember to set it to bypass mode. Otherwise, you keep retracing your steps to go fetch it again, because
Yeah.
when you're in bypass mode, it's going to think intelligently and move around those obstacles. Okay.
Hang on. Is active track automatically in bypass mode? It have to
No.
be.
No, it's not, Matt. It's not. For that, you can set it to brake or bypass setting.
In active track.
Yeah.
I know you can do it with your normal sensors for brake or bypass.
It's
I thought
just a
automatic.
sensor setting.
I
It's just a
thought
census, universal
I don't
census.
think it's automatic. I don't think it's automatic.
because I don't remember setting anything like that for it.
No, but in your safety drop down, you're probably set to bypass mode.
I have it in bypass mode all the time, but
Yeah.
I would think that if you can change it to bypass mode, it shouldn't matter whether you're tracking or not, that you should still be able to change it to brake or whatever.
Because I because I don't have my sensors on when I fly generally, so it's never set to anything.
All auto.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If you checked your safety tab in your safety tab, you're going to see
Yeah.
you've already defaulted to bypass mode.
Yeah, and I don't think active track would work in sport mode or anything like that, because obviously that turns off your sensors.
Well, okay, probably not in sports mode. No.
No, it
gonna-
works. It works in normal mode. Works in Cine, and it wouldn't work in sports mode. You're disabling all your senses, and that's what actually gives us the ability to use active track is the senses.
Well, let me tell you this too. If you're filming 5.1, which I do, 5.130, you cannot active track.
Right.
You can't put it in active track. You've got to be
Yeah,
in 4K.
because I think it's only 4K 30. 4K 30, I think.
Hey.
Evening,
That's right.
Tim.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Tim?
Tim.
Oh,
How are you,
Tim.
mate?
Well, if you've ever flown the Avata, and we then had the ability with one of the firmware
Bill.
updates to step it down from 4K 60 to 4K 30. The problem with 4K 30 was you couldn't see those fine branches like you could in 4K 60. So your resolution definitely plays into it. And remember, it's all engineered around those frame rates and those resolutions. So I would imagine, could they add active track for that 5.1? Possibly, but it would have to be done in a firmware update. They'd have to work out the math on that.
I can't see how the main camera would be interfering with the sensors though, because they're not.
No, they're not that they're no, it's the tuning of them, Matt. Okay. Remember, you like
Yes,
you have these fisheye lenses, right? Which we were talking about. How does it figure out how close you are, how far you are, especially with the distortion that we know comes from fisheye lenses? Why? Because they've worked out all the math. So that's why I'm saying that's probably the only restriction, okay, that negates your ability to use the 5.1 is they didn't bother working out the math for that one.
Lazy bastards.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The Mavic 3 Classic S Pro will come out. We'll have it
Features
on
to
it.
come later.
Oh, wow, Dre. Okay.
Later.
Yeah.
What's up, Dre?
So Matt, have you tried to
did.
do tracking in 5.1K?
Yeah, he came
You
out
can't track in
smacking.
5.1K.
So you've
Yeah.
tried and it
Yep.
doesn't do
It's not
anything?
available. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
available.
It says cannot active track in current recording format.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And I was thinking, oh, it's fucking broken. Anyway, so then I changed it, and all of a sudden, it's fine. Now, what's you on about? Processing power, you nitwit.
So you're telling me in all your intellectual,
He came out smacking. Shit.
you haven't figured out how to do that yet, Matt?
Well, it didn't. I didn't expect the drone to be well under my capabilities. This is what that's what I
He
thought.
failed to put in a service advisory to help all of us with it. See, Matt,
Yeah,
you got to be vocal. You got to go to DJI.com and complain.
yeah, because they generally ring me up during the week.
Yeah, just start with hashtag DJI sucks. I think you'll get their
Yeah,
attention.
that'll get their attention.
Max gets lots of emails from that.
Which is funny coming from a fanboy like Max, too. I mean,
Yeah.
explains why he wanted everybody to pitch in to buy him a new Apple
Hey,
laptop
Andrew.
last night.
An Apple what?
An Apple
What'd I
computer.
miss?
He wanted a new iMac last night. On Tammy
Oh.
Davis show.
Trying to a GoFundMe site.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it explains it. He's a DJI
Andrew.
fanboy.
Ooh, New Zealand beat Argentina.
Look, Justin,
Ooh, okay.
Justin. Okay, a lot of us are part of that 12-step program. Okay,
DJI sucks. Goes along the lines of Max. Yeah, that's right.
synonymous with
sucks.
Max.
Mac sucks.
Oh dear. All right. So yeah, that's going all right for you. That little mini, is it, Jim?
What's that, Matt?
Bill.
Fucking Bill's in there doing the 12-step program.
Yeah.
First problem is admitting you have a problem, Bill. Good job.
Yeah. You got to.
DJIs. The mini 4, mate. You liking it?
Oh, I love it, Matt. It's it's got all the features that you have in the Mavic 3. Like, it's amazing. They
It costs thousands less.
they have all those new features the Mavic 3 just got. It's got waypoints, it's got hyperlapse, it's got that framing guide that you have on the Mavic 3. Like, it's like a mini Mavic 3.
Matt,
That's good.
it's like the
It
guy
flies-
who lives down the block.
Flies
from you.
amazingly, absolutely amazing. I love it.
It's like the guy who lives down the block from you sells his house for $200,000 below market value. That's what the Mini 4 is like. Okay, completely devalues what you own.
Yeah, well, that's good. And they've come a long way from the original, because everyone's saying, oh, they couldn't have OcuSync. They couldn't do this because you can't fit it in under 250 and la, 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 la. And all of a sudden you've got something coming out that's got the bells and whistles of a Mavic freaking 3 under 250. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and the transmission is really, really good on that.
Yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
think they planned
Oh, right.
originally to keep the minis as a budget drone. And then when all these rules and regs started coming in, they were like, all right, we'll just up the tech on it.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what they've done. I don't know what they're going to do with those rules and regs. I mean, he's watching. What was he? What was Welsh Rob flying? The Avada. What was he flying when Welsh Rob with that video of his
Yeah.
flying behind the trucks and all that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he was flying, to be
Was
honest.
it just
Because
a
he said it was
standard
under 250.
Well, that's what he told the internet.
Right.
I don't know exactly which drone it was, though.
Okay. Well, he might not have been then. All right. 'Cause, I saw one of the comments. He was following a truck and all this sort of shit. Oh, where to start? There's there's so many safety issues here. I can't imagine if something went wrong, the carnage that would have gone down. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, really? What
Yeah.
carnage
Oh,
would
yeah.
that be, mate?
Yeah, that one guy that was in his comments, dude, has just been ripping into his videos. I was like, well, you kind of had to expect that was going to happen. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. For that,
Well,
you got a
troll-
link to that or
a
anything we
troll
can
is a
tuck in the
troll.
chat?
yeah, I can pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, pull that up. And actually, why don't we play it on here, and then we'll look at the video that
And
he's
we'll
talking
react
about.
to it.
I would give up the Mini 3 Pro, but don't have the cash to get the sucker. I will stick with the Mini 3. Look, the Mini 3 is fine, mate. But for what you're doing too, mate, it'll come in really handy for this active track stuff, right? I mean, if you watch Dustin Dunhill's thing, he had a few issues with it, to be honest. He was on his little electric bike or whatever
There
he's
you go.
riding, and he was having a lot of issues with it not behaving itself. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. When and you're doing your test, Jim, and let's be honest, when you're doing active track, you want to be doing more than walking.
Yeah.
So you want to get some sort of shot out of that. I do like the control you have on it, which we haven't got on the Mavic 3 with the
Yeah,
circle.
and
You can,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a
a-
lot more intuitive.
When I was doing that test, that's
There's
more
a
or
link
less
in the chat.
testing out that
Thanks,
new
mate.
feature where you can tell it to go in behind you,
Yep.
go in front of you, to the side of you. That's basically what I was trying out, right?
I like that.
But,
I really do
Instead
like
of
that.
instead of
But I
just the
still
full
say,
locations, you have
the
8
tracking on it is very, very good on it. Very good on it.
Now,
Yes.
one thing Rob was worried about was Geekspana getting a hold of his video. He did actually say something on it.
He did
on,
too, yeah.
Yeah, Paul's show.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, God, what if somebody sends it to Sean? It's like,
So the
I'm
one
not-
area it does not work that well with is in front of you. It still has trouble.
Ah. Okay.
Well, if it's in front of you, it wouldn't be follow mode.
But it's
You
not
got a
called
good
follow
point.
mode. It's called active track. Okay,
Yeah,
the joke
track-
is
Oh,
that they should
yeah.
call it follow mode. The
Tracking
problem
you.
is, yeah, it has. So does the Mavic 3. So does the Air 3. They all have the same problem. They have difficulty with leading you in a shot. Okay,
Mhm.
but I found the other 7 quadrants because now not only can you go left of you, right of you, behind you, or in front of you, but you can go to the northeast quadrant. You can go to the southwest quadrant, so it can be slightly angled. I found, Jim, that if you're trying to, you're getting frustrated with trying to get it to lead you, try one of those others where you're halfway between in front of you and on the side of you.
Andy,
That worked pretty good for me.
Andy,
What happened to
how
the
are you,
video?
brother? I've got it here, mate, but we were talking about shit, so,
Yeah.
that's
Go
a
for it.
professional thing. to
okay,
do.
so from what Rob said, and this is what he said, I don't know
Mhm.
UK rules that well. He said that it was fine what he was doing if the drone's under 250. So take that, what he said, and then watch
Yep.
it, and you come up with your own conclusion.
the
Right.
CIA had different rules.
All right, let's have a look what we're talking about here. This is Rob. Oh, dangerous move, dangerous.
Yeah, very.
I'm just going by what Rob told me because I asked him if he
What
would
is
get in trouble.
Rob flying here?
I don't know, to be honest.
Under
With you.
250, an under 250 FPV drone.
That's
Yeah,
all he
seems
keeps
so,
saying
yeah.
is under 250, but he's not saying which one it was.
It's over
So,
a
I don't
road.
know.
Though.
Yeah, it's over a road.
Because I think he has like home built FPVs too, so I don't know what he's really flying here.
To
Well,
me,
you
that's
can-
illegal.
You can fly over a road. There's no worries with flying over a road.
Just can't be populous.
Hovering over a road is a little bit different.
Mm.
I saw a video the
but
other day of a bloke camera straight down over the Riverside Expressway, flying straight over the traffic. You mong.
Yeah.
See, that's
Anyway.
what he's doing right there. That's illegal, isn't it? I mean, he's flying right over the coast.
Well, I don't know about the UK. That's what I'm saying.
The UK might have different rules.
I'm just
Like,
saying
you can
what
fly
Rob,
over roads as long as it's not populous in the amount of traffic that's on there.
what Rob told me is that if it's under 250, then he can do this. There is no regulation.
Well, this is looking more like the Avata. This is more like the Avata, not a regular FPV.
And on that angle, he's not really on the road.
Was
So
it?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know about that. He's on the road.
That angle there, he isn't.
No, that's right. But there's plenty of occasions where he is. But under 250, if there's no issues with that, then
Yeah, but if that's
Well, like
the
I said,
Avata, it's not under 250. If it's the Avata, it's not under
Well,
250.
it'll be different.
well, I mean, you can build a Cinewhoop that will do the same thing, though. 'Cause you
Yeah,
can put-
but it looked like he was stopping there, and that would be like the
yeah,
Avata.
but you can build
Mark's
a
right there.
home FPV that has stabilization where it doesn't need to be on the go all the time. You can actually stop it over.
Oh, I don't
that's
know.
him there. That's
Yeah.
him there.
Well, he didn't get up and run, so he's not fooling us there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, according to UK CAA, a sub 250 drone can fly over people. You still can't fly over crowds, and it looks
can
like
fly like
over
this.
vehicles is okay.
Oh, this is what I'm saying, Mark. This is what I'm saying. There's no issues, mate. I mean, to be quite honest.
Yeah, see, that's got to be a Nevada or something. He just went straight up there. It wasn't.
It
Yeah, not many drones can do that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
in
got a GPS.
But like I said too, the guy that commented on this, he could have been from a whole nother country because you get these new people coming into the drone community and they just assume, they go by what they know.
Yeah, he's got a
And when-
GPS. On that.
Yeah, not a lot of drones can do that. Fucking hell.
It also depends on his level of certification too.
Look, you know what? I can't see much of an issue with that. He's flying behind something. Fucking hell.
Well, like I
It's-
said though, it's the guy that's commenting on it might not even be from the UK. He's just going by what he knows in his own
Yeah.
country. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you can't do that," because like I said, most of the people that critique the shit out of these type of videos are usually people that are new because they're all by the book when they first come in, and then they realize what they can skirt around later on, and then
That's
they
a
get
good shot.
tired of doing it.
The old Scania. Fuck, I hate Scania's mirrors. The
could
mirrors
make
on the
a
Scania
cool-
give me the shits.
You could make a career out of critiquing videos like this all day long.
No, in
Yeah,
fact,
absolutely.
YouTubers make a nice fortune over just critiquing videos.
Yeah, reaction videos.
We can do one of those green screen videos. What they did?
Yeah.
I just told him
See,
to
My
tell
critique
everybody
right
it was
away
AI.
is he's driving
we
on
need-
the wrong
we
side
need
of the
to do the
road.
green
That's
screen,
the
but just
problem I
pointing.
see.
Pointing like that.
He's
I
on the
just-
wrong,
Everybody loves
wrong
those
side of the
videos.
air.
I just told him to tell everybody it was AI. It's all
Yeah.
AI video. It's all fake.
All my flights are AI now.
Produced by Luke. Well, there you go. Mark doesn't. He reckons he doesn't own a Nevada. All right, so he's flying some, obviously.
Some sort of cinema.
Well, but it looks like it has GPS there, Matt. I don't know. It's
GPS. Why?
Yeah,
Why
but
would
well because a couple of times there he's like just hovering in one spot. I don't know.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you can do
with an
that with.
Be a proficient
Yeah.
pilot.
Well,
Yeah.
no, FPV drones. You can put the DJI GPS units on there, the air units,
You
isn't
can
it?
build in
No.
whatever you want to.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you want to be
you
under 250, you won't be doing that.
Yeah, but you can make your own homemade FPV drone that doesn't have to be acro all the time.
Mm.
You can make
Oh
it to
no,
where you can switch.
exactly right. If you can put it on a Horizon or something like that, or even tune acro to be, not as aggressive on the sticks and all that sort of shit, that's fine. But in saying that, you can hover an FPV wherever you bloody like, Jim. There's nothing stopping you from doing that, man.
Well, I don't know. It looks too much like the Ivana to me.
Well, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying what you're
Well, he hasn't
saying as
got
far
one,
as
though.
capabilities, you can do that with.
It must be something like it, though.
Yeah, but he hasn't got a Nevada, so
Who knows? This might be the old fucking DJI FPV.
It
That's
could be
way
the
over
DJI
250.
FPV.
Yeah.
well, there you
I
go.
know I know he said that he has the older FPVs, the DJI.
Yeah,
FPVs.
well, it could be the DJI FPV, but it definitely looks like something like that, not like a regular FPV.
Good
That's
point,
right,
Bill.
Bill. That's exactly right, Bill. Yeah, I couldn't see much of an issue there anyway. Even if the drone did weigh 45 kilos, it wasn't really flying over, traffic or anything like that. Every now and again, he might have sort of got near a car above it, whatever. But I mean, and the way these comments were going on about bloody, the carnage that would have if something went wrong. Oh, fucking get a life, you prick.
Fucking 35 car pilot.
Yeah, mate.
Half
The
the
drone
people that are
smacking them
Karens, they don't even know the laws anyways. Half of the Karens. They don't know.
Well, like I said, that dude's probably from another country, and he's going based on what he's allowed to do in his country,
Right.
and he's just assuming
Yeah,
it's the same everywhere.
And he probably never owned a drone in his life, too. So,
Yeah.
That's
Most
right.
of
This
the
is like
newer
a shit
people
show.
are the most critiquing people.
mhm.
This is why I'm not involved with most of the shit here that happens in Australia, because I just couldn't be bothered with their
Bullshit.
Karen bullshit. I just
Well,
couldn't be bothered. People like that annoy the crap out of me, and I find it very difficult not to punch someone in the head.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Ooh,
the shot I took yesterday of the Las Vegas skyline from
Nice.
looking east.
Nice.
there
Tom.
you go.
So, and for those of you that want to know, I was at 620 feet,
Nice.
okay, above my takeoff location, and so that you can all start your bullshit now. Okay, I was above the
Dude.
400 AGL mark, but with my 107, I was still only 210 feet above this ridge line. So
Well, you
There
shouldn't
you
have been
go.
flying over bushes anyway. That's highly
there you
illegal.
go. Yeah,
That
well,
could
they're
start
highly
right.
endangered, bushes, as you can see.
Exactly.
Well, you know what?
There
And this
weren't
is where
enough
people-
to cover the ridge line. They're highly endangered here.
You got people get really mixed up about, because I've done a few flights here and there's a couple of different locations and all that sort of shit, and I had to set the drone up to max height, which is 500, right? 500 meters. Sorry, and that's the highest you can set it up to. So I needed every what?
500 meters. That's like 1,500 feet.
Exactly right. Yep.
1,550.
Right. So I had to set it to 500 meters. Right. Meters, Jim.
Well,
So I set it for that because people get confused with AGL and elevation, right? And someone was writing in my chat said, "Oh, that's well above AGL." And I said, "It's got nothing to do with that, mate. The elevation, if the elevation goes up, you can follow that elevation and still remain 120 AGL the whole way up."
So here in the U.S., and it of course is
Mark.
different than you guys in Australia, is I can actually set mine up to a max of, I believe it's 987 meters or
Wow.
3,240 feet here.
Wow,
dude.
that's
Okay.
awesome.
With on the Air 3, I can do that. Not everywhere though. That's the weird thing. Normally, when you just open it up for the first time, it'll say 1,640 feet, which I believe is 500 meters.
There you go.
But I've noticed that, like when I'm in Red Rock Canyon and all, it allows me to go up to, 987 meters as my total height. So this
See-
way it can actually get up those ridges.
Yeah.
Without
See, that'll be
having
part of your
hike
fly
halfway.
safe app. That'll be part of your fly safe shit because I'm on an altitude zone restriction here of 500, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted
Okay.
to go above that, I couldn't set it anyway, which is okay. I don't rarely ever. I've done it like twice where I've had to increase it to 500. I think it's got to do with that because everywhere I've done that, I have been restricted to 500 because I have been in a restricted air space, as in 500 meters. Of restricted height, which doesn't worry me. So there was a restriction there, but the AGL was still 120 or below.
Right.
Because it's from I couldn't these morons couldn't understand the fact that I'm still 120 AGL, dickhead.
Yeah.
And yet I'm 500 meters above where I took off.
I'm sorry. It's actually 1,000 meters. It allows us to set ours up to 1,000 meters. I actually keep it there because of my
3,300 feet.
certification. I keep it there, so this way, if I have to fly higher than a ridge line or higher than a tower, I don't have to worry about going up and then getting stuck 3/4 of the way up. I can't go up any higher.
Yeah, that's
legally
right.
I can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got a different
Within
rule
4
here.
foot radius of the obstacle, you can fly 400 feet above it with a Part 107.
Yeah. I'll just quickly. Why not? Why the hell not?
So how does that work for return to home? If it's at 1,500 feet, it comes back at 1,500 feet?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
well, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay.
I thought it did.
It depends on how not with the new firmware. With the new
Okay.
firmware, you're allowed to select to allow it to fly an intelligent path back to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll figure that out. I have a video I would love to show, but I will not show it. Okay. If you ever get in the Vegas area and close by, I will show it to you on my phone, but I'll never show that video publicly of how well it did. And I have to thank DJI Engineering for this. Okay. While flying in New York City area, it lost signal and came back, and it came back within 3 feet of somebody's high-rise.
Oh, you guys
balcony.
got your own version of Devil's Tower, huh?
No, this is Glass House Mountains. Glass House.
Yeah, but that looks like Devil's Tower where we're on.
It does
Yeah.
a bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Now-
this video. So-
Now, if you notice the elevation of the land, it's around about we'll say just under 45 degree elevation that runs from the elevation there from there all the way up. All right, so you can follow your 120 the whole way. Right, it's not a vertical drop from the top, and this is what the bloke was telling me. It's 1,000-foot drop from the top of that. Well, that means the trees underneath it are 1,000 feet high, mate. Unlikely. Now, I'm flying close as shit to this thing, right? So I'm remaining that 120 below the drone, right? So there's no issues there. If I was 500 meters off of that at that height, then yes, I would be over 120 AGL.
Correct.
But I'm not. I'm close as shit to that, and there's no issues at all.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that
Oh,
video.
so you had somebody that was critiquing the fuck out of that?
Oh yeah, because they fly gliders over there, and he was a pilot. He knew everything.
A fucking glider pilot.
Typical drone pilot knows nothing about. Because I wrote in the RPA, and he was being condescending there. Remotely piloted in quotation marks. Oh, fucking
Yes,
hell.
do you even have a motor on your glider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there you go. That's it's an example of elevation, and
Yeah, that makes sense though too. You know, if you're close to that.
that's right.
Well,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
three of
That's the
them
whole
right in a row.
purpose of the
I don't know if
that's
that
the whole
shows it.
purpose of the regulation.
I saw the other one in the background.
Yeah,
Let's see if
there's
third one
three in a
was
row
on.
when you look at them, they're right in a row.
Because
That's why
this
they
is
call them
also, guys, if you're studying for Part 107 or you're doing ground school for Part 61, private.
Hey, Matt, Hot Rod is calling you a bum.
Huh?
Hot Rod is calling you a bum.
Matt is a bum.
Matt is a bum.
These are all dear friends, right?
Yeah, that's probably why he
saying-
finds me attractive, because I look like a bum. Is that what he's saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Damn.
So what I was saying is, on the FAA sectional maps here in the U.S., there's elevation markings for obstacles on there. Okay, that they're there for manned pilots also. So manned pilots know that they have to fly X number of feet above those obstacles.
Mhm.
So that's why us professional drone pilots or commercial drone pilots can fly within those regions around those objects, because manned pilots have to avoid those areas.
And then Dre, if you're in the chat, please listen. Tom's
Yeah.
talking.
When I fly, I just
He's
fly.
got it down pat, please.
Okay.
He's got he's got the big the big commercial drones right next to the M4 and the
What's up, Bill?
AR-14. So don't worry, he's doing everything right.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, no, he just uses drone deploy. I don't think he's ever moved the sticks on his drone. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
He could sell those. He could sell those gimbals on his sticks there, brand new, never been used. He'll get top dollars for them. What's
What
Hey,
you
Bill,
talking
how
about?
are you? Oh, here we go.
What are you talking about, Will?
What are you talking about, Willis?
Hey, Matt paid me for that comment.
I did. I used my YouTube money to pay him that.
It was like, come in and just be extremely rude to Dre. I was like, no problem. I got this.
The criteria of being on the panel this week. So you got to give me. I'm sick and tired of Dre. having the
Looks
crack.
like Bill's not going to be rubbing any bums tonight.
Fucking Bill. I'm not rubbing your bum.
Heard Justin and Matt were rubbing bums in the outback. Well, you got to stay warm, and that's how we started fires. Let's be honest. It's
So
you rub hard
remember
enough.
do you remember that Phantom that Dre lost, right? He finally got it back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
They
you got it
got
back.
fucked up.
Maybe 3 months ago.
Wow.
Highway. And today the site foreman said that local resident had found my drone, turned it in, and you see the damage. He said the battery ejected from the system, which is probably what it was, the whole problem. That's why I got such a quick disconnect. The battery ejected from the system.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Damn.
I mean, a professional would have made sure the battery was all the way in. Just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
Must have fell on its side.
He did.
Fell on its side and cracked up.
He hit the bloated battery with a dead blow hammer just to get it in there. So it shouldn't have come
I think-
out.
I think what Dre needs to do is check out my tutorial on how to insert a battery, because it's very similar on the Phantom than what it is. I've got a shorts video on it if you want to check it out. It's in
Oh,
his
my
attention.
God.
It goes
Fuck
for
it
6 seconds, so he shouldn't get bored.
How to take
That-
off and land.
But it is, it's not the first time I've heard about the batteries popping out of them either. That
Is he
never
gonna
mind
get
your
it?
own. He had one. He was about, I don't know what, 100 meters up in the air, and the battery popped out on him. So it's not an unusual thing, and they used to do that with the Spark too, because the Spark's underhung, obviously, and they had a few problems with that. I've never had an issue with mine, but there have been issues with the Spark too, with the battery falling out of them.
Now, is he going to get that fixed?
Yeah, that's the one. I wouldn't bother, mate. That's the one, Dre. The thumb insertion. There you go. So you remember it, but you couldn't apply it in practice.
Now, Dre, are you going to get that fixed, or you're not?
I don't think he will, mate.
I
There's a
don't
lot-
think
He
he
already
is.
has the RTK, so he really don't need it, does he?
Well, at that point, as damaged as that thing is, the motors, all that, it's probably not even worth fixing.
the whole body's gone, mate. It's
And the camera and the board and all that. Yeah, you might as well you're just rebuilding an entire drone from scratch.
Well, take the camera off of it. I would.
But
If
no,
the-
he said the other day he wasn't planning on fixing it.
yeah.
The camera
Okay.
is worth more than anything on that.
Yeah.
He didn't send Dre a link, did you, Matt?
Dre always gets a link.
Shit.
in
Thought we
chat.
talked about that before.
You're in
Sure,
trouble,
sorry.
Joe.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, my shorts are ridiculous, Bill, aren't they? They're absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Who would watch them? Apparently,
So what is
3,000
Bill
people
saying?
watch that.
What is Bill saying? He's running around showing people, look at this dumbass.
See,
Sup, Stevie?
Yeah, well, the dumbass is smarter than us, I think.
Well, see, Stevie's smart. He overheats his batteries, right? So they stay in there. So when they swell up in
They
there,
puff
they're not
up
going to pop
after
out.
insert. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like when you put a new axe handle on you, Jim.
I never kept my battery in it. I never kept
wait.
it after flying. Take it right out.
You wait to get in before you harden up.
Yeah. It'd be like
Yeah.
shoving a marshmallow into a money box, mate. How the fuck's that going to happen?
Fuck it up.
Be stuffing it in there with your fingers.
Oh, you just missed Jim's compliment to you too. He said you were smarter than the rest of us.
mm.
Yeah, well,
Did he?
He doesn't pay
That means a
attention.
lot coming from Jim.
Is Jim here?
Not
Oh,
paying
Jim, there he is. Oh, mate.
Stevie,
Can
you'll
never
miss the
pull enough
cinematic.
control. Fuck it, hell, Mike.
Exactly,
Super
Bill.
glue. Yeah.
Good
It's like
point,
throwing
Mark.
a hot dog down a hallway.
Throwing a wiener
Crank
down
up
a
the
hallway.
hole.
Oh dear! Actually, checked out a video the other day on Tammy. Right, she went out. Her and Max went out there and had a little bit of a wander around and caught up with the Bum and Charlie and Stevie. A really good video, actually, really nicely put together and edited. I
Yes, I
enjoyed it.
agree.
It's always good seeing that lot over there on that East Coast. They're they have fun. They fly some really nice places. It's good to see them.
Yeah.
They'll just get along, you know. It's yeah. Good bunch over there. That's for sure.
Yep.
But a really good video. I enjoyed it, and it's hard to keep people
Oh, Mark.
engaged on videos. Even long form videos are getting even worse now. It used to be 2 minutes, and I would say that it'd be a minute max now, if that. People on long content now, they don't even watch that. The next video I've got coming out, I've been rooting around with because I've tried a few different things with color space transforms and all sorts of shit in DaVinci. Just, I don't know. That goes into another realm, so I'm not even going to get into that. Upgrading the log footage, and it was 5.130 in low light, right? And I had a little bit of a mixture there of the night mode and 5.1. I like to mix them up a little bit just to see the difference when I'm in post, to see what the difference in the cameras and the information that it's capturing. The 5.1 shits all over the night mode when it comes to information. It's brilliant.
Was that all
brilliant.
Filmora on your phone?
Yeah, then I render off at 720 and just post away.
Yeah.
People leave my videos. Yeah, that's right. Before I finish the intro.
Yeah.
What Steve's
I got
got
a
to
question. I have an actual question to ask everybody with what's been happening lately. I mean, look, I follow, Instagram, I follow Facebook, I follow YouTube. But what's this new phenomenon where people have to DM you their videos now?
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
Why? I mean, you posted it and shared it to 36 different groups.
Bill, if you go up
I'm already
to,
on your friends
workspace,
list.
you can go down to viewer mode and you can make the screen larger if you want to double check on your.
No, it's
content.
because they're trying to push their videos as much as they can. So
Yeah, but it's getting.
they do,
to the
Matt.
point. I mean,
I get a
that's
few
not-
people in the drone community that send me their
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, but it's happening more and more now with people. And the biggest problem, though, with Facebook is that's how you're getting your accounts scammed, by the way. Because people put, you get used to clicking on people's videos that they send you in a DM. You're going down the wrong path because somebody's going to send you one of those stupid links that says, hey, I found this photo of you.
Yeah.
And you're going to click on the link. and then you're going to get hacked. Okay. So look, I've seen your video when you posted it because I'm on your friends list. I saw the
Yeah.
video when you posted it to the 24 groups we happen to belong to together. Okay. And then I also went up and left a comment on your YouTube page. But it's getting a little crazy now.
So that's Tom's pretty much saying,
That's-
don't DM him.
that's my rant of the day.
Did anybody answer Bill?
Yeah, I told him go to workspace, go to the workspace at the top and go down to viewer,
Right.
and go across from there, and you can make it full screen.
You'll make it full screen and you can work on it. That's okay.
DM, PM,
It's direct messaging.
DM, direct message.
Yeah, direct message in Facebook.
Yeah. Depends on what.
And then
medium
unfortunately, Dominic, a few people that have my phone number are also sending them to me in
Oh, no.
SMS messages. I'm like, oh, come on.
Oh,
guys.
really?
Come on.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's the other rant I have is, okay, and my own brother's responsible for this one.
Max.
He went up, he went to these cabins, and then on Facebook he posted 147 images. Okay.
Oh, did you see
What
the
did
one
you-
that?
What did you do? Take 2 steps and click the shutter? 2 steps and click. I said, if I put them all together, I got a time lapse video there. And not only
Yeah.
that, it was in a cavern. So you go, oh,
Yeah.
look at this beautiful. No, your camera couldn't capture. Okay, the darkest
was that?
dark to the white.
What was
streak.
that one that Wedge and Big? Somebody posted a post to his Facebook
Had
group. and they-
7,000 photos. in it,
Yes,
yeah.
7,000 photos
Yeah,
in one
I saw that.
post.
Yeah, I saw that. Did he
I was like,
delete it? Did he delete it?
No, because it was just somebody posting a bunch of drone photos. But the
Oh.
problem is nobody's gonna sit there and go through 7,000 fucking photos. I mean, come on,
No.
man.
Nope.
That's
How much for it?
they're gonna get maybe 10 or 20 in, and they're gonna get bored. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
all right,
Look,
next post.
Look, I had a friend say to me years ago when I was running these photo walks, hey, I'd like you to take critique a couple of my images. And I said, yeah, sure. Stop by the office during the week. I figured he'd drop off like a flash drive. He hands me a DVD. And I said, a DVD? Why'd you waste a DVD? He goes, 780 images wouldn't fit on a CD.
And
I
it
went,
looks like you just
yeah,
ran Mike out of the
I
chat.
took it, I threw it in the trash can. I said, look, I don't want to look at 780 of my own images, let alone
Right.
look at 780 of yours.
I still got my images on an SD card. So.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, Max said that he didn't see any comments on his videos, so you're lying, Tom.
I think Matt is trying to.
Don't worry. I gave him my phone number. He can now send them to me that way. Okay.
Oh, good. We're going into the Da
Go ahead,
Vinci
Matt.
tutorial now.
Oh, let's just do a really quick one for Bill because it's not hard, mate. So this is what you're dealing with here, and you're thinking, "Oh my god, that's a pain in the ass." Okay, well, number one, you can do that, and you can stretch that out a bit if you need a little bit more to look at. Obviously, you can zoom in and do whatever. But yeah, in your workspace here, go to viewer mode. I go to enhance viewer, right?
Yep.
And you've got all your shit down here. You can still grade with, and that gives you a lot bigger screen. And what is it? Is it that one? Yeah, there it is there. Yeah, okay. So if you go to enhance viewer up here in workspace, come down to viewer mode, go to enhance, because if you go cinema, right, it takes all your grading tools away, all that sort of shit. And the same with full page, right? So you lose all your grading.
Can you display on a secondary monitor?
Sorry?
Can you display on a secondary monitor?
Absolutely. But he's dealing with one monitor here, right? So
Okay.
this is a workaround for
Yeah,
that.
limited workspace, right?
You want
Yeah.
to tell them what you clicked on the right hand side because your StreamYard.
The
doesn't-
I will.
workspace. The workspace.
I will, mate. I will. I'll just go with that in a sec.
You know, if this was me,
workspace, viewer mode, enhanced viewer, you got all your shit here you need. And when you want to get back and see your timeline and all that sort of crap again, which is underneath that, you go up to your right hand corner here and you push that there,
The
right?
little
Hidden-
four dots.
Yeah,
You
hidden,
can't see it.
hidden under the StreamYard banner.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
move
there we
that so you can
There you go.
see it. You can see
Yeah.
it now. That one
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Yes, you can.
So you tap that and you'll get all your timeline back. So you can click on them and copy grades over and do all sorts of other shit with
I
it.
mean, Movie Maker, you get a full fucking screen.
Yeah.
Cheap ass fucking program.
A full screen
Oh my god!
like that
you,
one.
you get a
What you
full
talking
screen
about?
with all your color grading right on the
And how are
side.
you going to grade it and edit it if it's full fucking screen?
I don't think it's even got. I don't even think it's got contrast in Movie Maker. Fuck me.
Well, you wouldn't know anyway. You're a film or a phone guy type now. So
Yeah.
you're a shorts creator now. You don't use DaVinci anymore.
Yep.
I don't. I use a Filmora on. It's a fucking tiny screen. It's funny. Yeah, easy as. And this is what I'm saying with DaVinci. People think it's all confusing, but once you look at it and go, "Oh fuck, that's it," because there's a lot of shit, a lot of buttons, and a lot of fucking things to press.
Yeah.
Unless you know where you're looking, you'll never fucking find it ever.
Mm.
You know?
That's where it becomes kind of intimidating for people, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
There's,
right.
There is. When you download even the free version, it's just like there's fucking buttons,
It
and little
is.
Yeah.
dials
Yeah, but
everywhere,
you-
and you don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck it does.
Yeah, but the thing is, Justin, it's just like any of these other software programs. You got to get into it and you got to explore. I mean, I'm still learning stuff in DaVinci. There's a
But
ton of
Justin's
shit.
saying like when you first
Yeah,
get it,
You make
it's
it work.
intimidating.
You make it work for what
Exactly.
you're doing. You know.
You
You
get
know
So
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying is, if I sat with Matt doing DaVinci for 2-3 weeks, dude, I'd pick it up like that if I was sitting doing hands on with him. But I'm saying when you download it and you know nothing about it and you don't have anybody to ask,
Yeah.
that shit
very
is
intimidating.
very difficult too.
No, that happened to me. I knew nothing about it.
I've seen your
I've been-
videos.
When I first got it, it was very intimidating. Then Matt
Yeah,
showed
read
me
the manual.
most of the stuff,
All right,
and then he
Peter.
did videos
But
on it.
I've dealt with a lot of video editors, so I mean, it was just a matter of learning where's what. You know, it's not really that hard. There's just a lot of stuff in there.
No,
it's-
but I
it's
would be
difficult. It's intimidating. It is intimidating when you first open them up. And the
Look, you know
interfaces
what?
sometimes aren't as intuitive as they should be. But
Well, you know,
I mean,
it-
YouTube today, you can just be a sponge. You can go up to YouTube
Yeah.
and any facet of that. I mean, I don't use that application.
Mm-hmm.
I use Premiere Pro. But again, any little facet of what you want to do, somebody's made a dozen videos about it up on.
the only problem which I find, and this is why I did 3 bloody. I should do more, but anyway.
Yeah, you
whatever.
need
Bro,
Right?
When they're going through a tutorial on something, they'll automatically assume that you know what they're talking about,
Mm.
right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
and they'll say, "Oh, we'll just close this out and we'll add a node." Doof, and they add a node. They don't tell you how they added their node. They don't tell you the ways they add their nodes.
Brian,
They just go, "We'll add a node here." Next minute, it's popping up, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Well, how the hell did you do that?" And they're on with their
Exactly.
next tutorial. They're moving along, but it's a waste of time listening to that if you don't know how to put that node there.
Well, see, that's where I ran into the problems when I was watching the OBS how-to videos. Is they
Mm.
wouldn't show you where they went and got a certain audio file to pull over or whatever.
You got to
They just
download
would
them in a
say
separate file.
They were talking to you as if you already knew how to use the program. It's like, well, you're useless to me because you're not
Yeah.
talking to me as somebody that needs to learn how to use it.
I didn't even know what a
Exactly.
node was until Matt told me.
Yeah.
And showed me. I never knew it.
Yeah, exactly right. And that node tree and everything becomes,
Yeah.
the node tree can become a
Daunting.
freaking work of art on its own, right? And to look at it, you just think whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then this is what people get into, all these node trees and all sorts of shit. I've got a fairly sort of basic node tree which I work with. There's a few things I'm trying differently now, which makes a massive difference. Now,
Extremely, Max.
but doesn't make a massive difference on YouTube, so they can bite my balls. So it doesn't really matter. So when you're getting into production side of things, this is when you've got to expand your knowledge when it comes to nodes and all sorts of shit. And
I don't
and that
want to
crap.
know about.
Well,
nodes.
Now YouTube's wanting you to buy their premium subscription in order to get the higher video quality now.
Yeah. Now you mentioned that a couple of months ago.
On some people's videos, it will say 1080p, but then it will say 1080p, and it will be a higher
Hey,
bit
Matt,
rate.
Peter's got a node tree in the back there.
Yeah.
In the
There's,
backyard.
I have a node tree in the backyard. Oh, that fruit's around this time of year too. Lots of colourful fruit.
But yeah, they're trying to get people. They're trying to get money any which way they can now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that if you upload
On your bill.
like a 1440 video, that they're not going to allow any of your viewers to view that in 1440 unless they have a premium subscription to YouTube.
1440 is absolutely fine for YouTube.
Yeah.
1080p can be 1080p too, depending on what they're watching it on. So 90% of the people are watching on devices, right? So your phones and shit like that. 4K means jack shit. But I've said in the past, I'll make my videos 4K. So if someone like Steve Carpenter, for instance, he only ever watches my shit on his 65-inch or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I want it to look good on that. I don't want it to be pixelated and look like crap. So it's
But
going
that's
to
what
look
I'm
good on anything you watch then, you know?
But that's what I'm saying is I could see them going here pretty soon to where they're going to start charging people to be able to watch above 1080. Because they're already doing that on some of the videos on the big creators.
I haven't.
let
Okay,
you
the
hire-
big creators.
Yeah, it
that'll
won't
happen
let
on
you
my
wa-
channel then.
What I'm saying is it won't let you watch on. It's really weird too because
Yeah,
it's
but
very
that's not-
selective
that-
videos.
That you that's not YouTube's profit model, though. The others like Vimeo. That's their profit model, is to restrict resolutions to pay models, where YouTube is an ad revenue model. So, in fact, the higher resolution you post to, the larger the audience capability you have. Okay, so that it does carry the Steve Carpenters all the way down to the guy who's looking it on, a
What I'm saying is they're
small-
just trying.
small form factor screen.
Well, I'm saying they've been pushing a lot of policies lately where it's like they're trying to squeeze as much money as they can out of people.
Yeah,
that's
but
why I
they're
said
doing
it.
that-
And the
Yeah,
whole
but-
quality,
yeah.
video quality thing, it's really weird because it's very select videos. You can go to like Linus Tech's channel, and only like 1 out of 10 of his videos will have that feature on it, where it will say if you want to watch the higher resolution, you have to have the premium subscription. So I don't understand where they're picking and choosing videos. You know what I'm saying? It's not like all his videos have that. It'll be select videos, just random videos will have it. So I
That
don't know
makes
where
sense.
they're. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're just doing like a beta on some people's videos to see if it bites, if people bite on it.
Well, there have been times, and more recently than anything now, and you know what? I think it's become more recent now since I've been flicking through shorts and seeing how they're doing things and how they're making all these. Anyway, my attention span's gone down because if I start a video I want to watch, unless I really, really want to watch it, like color spacing or something like that in DaVinci,
Yeah.
I won't even watch the video. I'll just get to the next one. Because of the
Exactly.
fucking ad, I can't skip number one, and it goes for 15 seconds. That's too long for my fucking brain.
Oh, they've been
Exactly.
starting to do 30-second back-to-back ads with no skippable.
Oh, piss off.
Yeah, I'm not getting premium. That's fucking too much.
Dude, they're
a month.
pushing people to try to get that premium. That's what they're doing.
It's too much a month, man. Fuck it.
How much is it a month? I've just cancelled my Canva subscription
Like
because
12,
I'm not using it.
like
um,
$12, $15 a month for premium. Fuck that.
Hold
Is
on,
it?
let me see.
Yeah,
My
I
mate
ain't
gets
paying
it for
that.
nothing. Actually, my mate gets for nothing for something through Google or some shit that he's doing.
It's $13.99 a month.
American.
Yeah,
That
that's
don't get
about-
like $20 here.
Right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
they're offering me a 2 months of free trial.
No, piss
I want
off.
a 12 months free trial. I think that's
Now you get YouTube Music ad free offline, and in the background, so you can download shit
Music.
you want to watch, like music and shit, and play it without no internet service, kind of like you can do with Netflix and shit.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you'll be able to play shit in the background. So say you're listening to a song, you can close YouTube completely out, turn your phone screen off, put it in your pocket, and it'll still play.
Well, you can download any video also for offline play with
Mhm.
YouTube.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the internet service. It's like kind of the same shit Netflix and them
So, if,
offer.
like me, you RV, you download a ton of stuff to a flash drive to bring with you in your RV, and
And then it's got like a
Yeah.
time thing in it where it will be good for like 90 days or 60 days, and then it will delete itself after so much time.
Yeah,
Right.
Netflix does that too. Yeah.
See, that's what I do before we have like if we're expected to have a major hurricane or something. That's what we and the kids and everybody will do. We'll download a shit ton of stuff off Netflix and
Mm.
everything, like full TV shows and shit. That way, if we're out of power, we
Yeah.
have some entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of
I do
entertainment.
that when I'm traveling. I'll do it when I'm traveling, and I'll have series going. I'll Bluetooth it off to me bloody me car, so when I'm traveling, I can be listening to it, keeping my mind sort of active on it, and driving like I did on that trip there. I had shitloads download from Netflix, and I just listened to the shit that's going on. It's great. I love that shit.
What's up, excellent?
X-Wing, how are you, mate? I goes in the chat and on the panel. How are you, man?
Hey, X-Wing.
How you doing, man?
All right, so I'm going to say something now because
Go for it.
Tim, you mother. No, I'm only kidding. Nothing about you.
Usually it's good.
I have just about had a freaking gutful of doing these shorts. I really have. I would really like to start thinking about something with a little bit more thought into the shorts, you know, because I'm getting bored shitless with them. Anyway, I'm still getting like 2,500 views to 5,000, even 10,000 on another one.
I mean, how many takeoff and lands can you do, Matt?
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, mate. And people still they go straight into it, but I'm sick and tired of it. The only thing that sort of kept me going was watching what this huge one did, and that's over like the 200,000 now. We was talking to Justin about that earlier, which is just insane for such a ridiculous thing. But I really had a bit of a gutful of it, and to be quite honest, if I want to move forward with shorts, I want to do something that's a little bit more structured and thought out, and put my brain into something, because it's brain dead work. That is, when I'm flying a drone, taking footage and all that sort of shit, I like it because I come home and I do things with it to make it good. I put some effort into it, you know. Doesn't get the views, whatever. It's the way that I do things, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
This thing here with Phil Morrow and shit, just a bit of recording. There's my next short, and I watch it. 3,000 views. Fucking idiots. But anyway, I really want to start doing something with a little bit more effort into it if I'm going to continue this shorts realm, you know, because it does work. It works. Your channel goes through the roof, and if that's what you want to do, and you want to grow that channel, and you can make some money out of it, then, you know, get into it and all that sort of crap.
What's up, Al?
It's never been something that I thought I'd
Well,
ever do.
but you're going right against what your original start was on shorts. You tried posting the nice little drone footage and all that.
It won't be like
Nothing.
that. It won't be like that. No. I mean, as I said, I could put 1 million of those out in the next week, right? Which is a lot of work. But anyway, I could do that, but you'd get bugger all out of it. Absolutely nothing, because no one gives a damn shit.
So go down to the homeless part of the city and sit there and hover and take videos of them. That'll get tons of views.
I already did that when I was in Melbourne with Dominic.
Yeah.
Got quite a bit of footage of him sleeping, pissing in a drain and all sorts of shit. That got quite a few views. I might make that into a short. Dominic pissing in a drain. I won't do that, mate. We've got all these people in India. I mean, the Indian audience has gone through the freaking roof, mate. It's only like 13% US now, and the rest of it's all from India, man. They lap this shit up.
So do the one of Dominic sitting there and you're talking about is how you show the green screen and everything. Be like, this is how you set up a studio in a park.
Yeah.
Just do a 10 second of him laying there. And there you go.
I could see. This is the sort of thing. This is the sort of thing. It can be still drone related and all that sort of crap, right? I can think a few things that I can do with drones and all that sort of shit, like I did with the FPV, that first one that I put out with the, with me with the goggles on, trying to walk through the park. I can't see a fucking thing, right? Anyway, and lots of crashes and all that sort of shit, right? Whatever. Look at this. Short creativity. That'll be
Yeah,
Do a short with Spark getting jealous of the Mavic 3.
They see that's a story based thing. It's I mean, there's a few people that are in the chat here and will watch the show and everything. We'll get that.
Yeah.
But if you just jump in on that end of a story type thing, it's got to go right from the beginning again. Where I'm sleeping with the Spark, and then make that story again so people can follow that. All of a sudden I've got these two drones humping each other. People will be going, "What the fuck's going on here?"
But that's the reason they'll watch it. They'll be like, "Wait, what a minute." They'll start turning their head like a dog, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, just say like how they make movies from like 20 years down the road. This will be like a induction into that.
Yeah.
It was 3 years in the making. The Mavic 3 came out and the Spark got jealous, ran itself into the wall. Now I'm not saying run.
Well, no, the Spark wouldn't commit Harry Carey, mate. The Spark attacks, mate. The Spark attacks.
So is it like a murder suicide with the Spark? Like,
well, no, it'll just be a murder. It'll just be a murder.
You got to go and watch the videos, Justin. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, I've seen them. Matt's shown them tons of times over the years.
Yeah, they're funny as hell.
Yeah, mate, because of the Spark, it's a little tank, and it did, and it was quite right too. The Spark got a little bit upset, and it could take out the camera of that original Mavic Pro in 2 seconds. Boom, the little wobbly one on the fucking rubber bands, right? It fucking knocked that shit right off it, and all of a sudden it's limping off into the corner, and the Spark just comes out victorious, straight back down to my bedroom.
Oh, them videos crack me up, man.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know, Bill. This gives me the shits. There's
but yeah, he keeps clicking on them.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing remixes, right? They do these remixes. I'll get this thing. There's a chick dancing in the Burning Man or whatever it is, right? And she's hot as fuck, really is. She's dancing away and she's got no bra and her titties are fucking moving, right? So the original one, I was like, holy shit. Now the people are grabbing that and they're remixing this thing and they're just putting them at the end going, I don't know how many views they're getting. I should check that out. But anyway.
You got that right, Gary. But what about the same one with the EUC?
There's a lot.
It must be the pommy chick, Gary. Is it the pommy chick you're talking about? I think I've seen the same chick. She's a pommy girl.
Yeah.
I'm watching one with an EUC.
Oh yeah. Have you seen her? Have you seen her TikTok and all that sort of shit?
Yeah.
Dominic. Oh my god.
Sadly.
Well, I mean,
What's that one trend that they do with the mirror? They're wiping the mirror and then all of a sudden, yeah.
That works on other.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's one that's
no camels were harmed. Yeah, no camels were harmed in this video.
Now watch this.
No camels were harmed. Fuck's sake.
Gentlemen of culture. Yeah, I've seen this.
These are brilliant.
76mm jumbo.
Yeah, this is a new trend.
Yeah.
I could see Matt doing a video like this.
M4 A3 E8 76mm jumbo shark.
Oh, that's funny. Fucking hell.
Rolls-Royce.
M4 A3 E8 76mm jumbo shark.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So watch this one here.
Rolls-Royce. A Black Hawk.
He's tapping on it. It won't turn on.
Rolls-Royce.
There you go, Matt. There's some good ideas for a short.
Exactly.
Evac.
A black
Fucking hell.
Rolls-Royce.
A Black Hawk.
Yeah.
You see the guy on top. You see the guy on top. Look at the back of his fucking. Oh my god.
Oh, that's excellent. I love
I love
that.
when I see the military guys having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Some of those guys in the military have made some really funny shorts, though.
Mm.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. See, that's you know that's putting a little bit of effort into the shorts. You know, the only trouble is I find it difficult to think of shit when I'm by myself. Every now and again I might, and when I get onto an idea and I'll roll with it. I find it easier if I'm with someone. And
We need
Yeah,
to
that's
invite
true.
Tim down there more.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
like,
comes-
like Tim. Yeah.
No,
I don't want to make shorts. I'm not that desperate, really.
no, no,
I want to get him.
Nope.
Come on, Tim. Come down, mate.
no, thanks.
It is. I'll get that poodle back from next door if you want.
Fuck
We'll get the peanut butter out.
it
It
up.
better be crunchy peanut butter because
Yeah,
only men eat crunchy peanut butter.
yeah. It wouldn't have to be crunchy because it will need some nuts because Tim's got bugger all. But,
Fucking hell.
Poor
How did
Tim.
it turn into this shit?
doesn't it turn into this shit, Tim? Fucking hell.
Nah, I can't make it down there. I don't have no car. I couldn't pay my rego.
You couldn't pay your rego.
Nah, the rego's out of date. I got to pay it within 2 months, or I got to do the what's the name cert again.
You don't want to do that, mate.
No,
Yeah, nobody cares about drone videos. They don't, mate.
nope.
They wouldn't have a freaking look. You know what they do? People are interested in them, but they're not interested. And as I said in the past, they're not interested in the footage that it takes. They don't give a shit.
You know what
Yeah.
pissed me off about it? Every time I took a video, everybody critiqued it and critiqued it and critiqued. Dude, I'm out there having a good time making a video to put up on YouTube. I don't. give a
So it was
fuck.
just Matt leaving mean comments on your videos. Then.
Yeah.
No, he never did that.
Tim gave me his footage to a little bit of a great. Was it log or was it just?
Oh, the Black Mountain one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a few years
Yeah,
ago.
but if you enjoy doing it there, Tim, who gives a shit what anyone else thinks?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some videos with the Mini 2 again. So,
You know, like don't stop giving a shit what everyone else thinks. Do what you want to do.
yeah.
Enjoy it yourself. Who gives a shit about anyone else?
Oh, I really enjoyed it back then, but I just got
Exactly.
some people critiquing shit, and then I just took them all down. I'll start putting more up. Going out
No, you
more on
won't.
the weekend. I need to get the fuck out of this room. I just huddled up so long.
Okay, these are 55 foot. This is Brett. Listen to me, Gary Brown Aerials.
Oh,
55-foot stilts. This guy. What happens if you go ass up? You lose your balance. Fuck, it's a long way to come down, man.
fuck that.
What?
That's as tall as the fucking telephone pole over in America.
Yeah, that was cool, Gary.
Look at that shit. Oh my god.
Wow.
Because telephone poles are 60 feet over in America. Fuck that.
Now, you need a drone to. You do, mate. Exactly right.
Yeah. Shit.
We
mhm.
got Oh, we got trouble here. Big trouble in Little China here.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
How are you?
Lloyd.
Hey guys,
Howdy,
how you
Elvis.
doing?
I see Elvis is keeping his hairstyle going. That's cool.
Oh yeah. You know, got the Hugh
Very good.
Hefner thing going on here, and you know, just kind of styling with the times. So, anyways,
Yeah,
what y'all
yeah.
up to?
Yeah,
Not
true,
much.
Bill.
Not
Nothing
much.
much. Saturday
You know,
morning here.
Yep.
If Matt wasn't so damn cheap, he could, you know, and would pay for StreamYards, he could have more than just six
Well,
of us, you know.
Lloyd, I'm going to let Matt back in.
Oh,
I don't need to pay, mate, when I got guests like you coming on, and fucking hell.
you gotta
Right,
be
yeah.
careful with the
Well,
speed
I'm
on,
going to let Lloyd back in because I'm going to jump off. I have to.
You gotta watch what you say, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt's
see
gonna
you
All right,
later,
Tom,
Tom.
take care,
Smash
buddy.
burgers on the grill. So
Take
guys,
care. Have a good weekend,
All
man.
right, take care, Tom.
do
Yeah.
the same.
see you later, Tom.
Oh, good. Matt's not coming back in. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Now-
intimidated him a little bit.
Yeah. Now we'll have a
Yeah.
good show. Oh shit, he's back.
Yeah.
You scared him.
I'm all about letting the more unfortunate on this panel, Lloyd.
Oh shit!
To help out the
Yeah,
bumper.
yeah.
It's, do nothing but good things for your channel. Everybody, go over to Lloyd's channel and just check out why I don't like him. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty there not to like, so I'm sure somebody can find something to hate there.
Get him,
I see you
Lloyd.
doing shorts. He's doing shorts too. The old Lloyd sitting there with his dummy.
Yeah.
I watched that. I don't know if I commented or not, but anyway, yeah, I watched a couple of your shorts. So, or was it one of them? I can't remember. Anyway,
I watch a lot of people's shorts. I just don't comment on all of them
Mm.
because it's
I don't
like,
comment. Not any. Well, I used to, but not a lot now. I'll just go through.
but that's the thing is you can have a short with 5,000 views and you may get 20 comments on it.
maybe, and that's
And
only
maybe-
because you answered them.
Yeah, and maybe 60 to 80 likes if that. I mean,
don't
the ratio of
usually
people.
comment. I don't usually comment on any shorts unless it's Matt. And I'm only commenting on Matt's there because it's silly.
Yes, Bill.
Stupid, isn't it? but the people I know here, they'll write stuff in there. Oh, this is riveting. Yeah, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
You know, it is. We all know it's just bullshit. But yeah. What did you think of Lloyd's shorts videos, Matt? Oh, outstanding, mate. They were well thought out. Funny. I was on the floor crying, laughing my head off. I had to watch it a few times just to get the whole sense of what was going on in those 3 seconds. And it was
Fucking hell. Kick his ass, Lloyd.
oh dear.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh dear. And this is what I actually that's what I actually think of Lloyd. If your pathetic channel's smaller than me. There you go. That's what
Yeah. You know, it'd be nice if the Matt bump actually worked, but it just
it does work. Well, let me tell you something, Lloyd. It does work, right? But I can only do so much. The map bump will only go forward. The map bump will only go forward if the content of that channel is worthy of it, right? And obviously, well, you would have lost subscribers, wouldn't you? I would have guessed.
yeah, pretty much did. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not my issue, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
but
We got to find someone to do a map bump with today. There's no one new in the chat.
Yeah, where is everyone tonight?
Now, you got to remember it's spin up weekend, so
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Oh, is it?
Or they get
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
started today.
pretty much
Yeah.
everybody that's here didn't go. So
yeah. I matter of fact, Steve Carpenter sent me a photo of him, Rodney Bell, Dennis Lovelady, and Chris Hope, and said that I was with them in spirit, and each one of them had their hat turned sideways, which everybody knows pisses me off when you don't wear your hat straight. So, yeah, I said, thanks for thinking of me, but put your damn hats on straight.
Justin's going to grab a hat for you. Here we go.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, just that or backwards. Now I understand the backwards thing. If you're flying FPV, you're wearing goggles. That's the only way. You got to have it. But if you're going to wear it out in public, put the damn thing on where the bill at the front. Yeah, there. Yeah.
There we go.
Can we see your Calvin Kleins as well, Justin?
Well, if I put the hat on backwards, it gets Sarah all riled up. So,
damn, Bill.
It's like doing a bump.
Yeah. Doesn't that just confuse her because she can't really tell whether you're walking forwards or backwards? Then can she?
No, she actually likes it.
I'll just tell you something about Bill's mat bumps, right? He had to actually go out and buy himself a faster bike, right? To outrun the fans that were adoring him in public.
It didn't show my comment.
What comment?
What comment?
After Andrew said spin up in Texas. I put middle finger in the chat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, that's your own fault for planning a damn spin up during the time of a major Grand Prix.
Yeah, but spin up is mostly you mostly do
yeah, you get to pay money and listen to King talk.
No, FPV, they
well, yeah. They won't be, when's the Grand Prix? Is it Sunday or is it tomorrow?
But they won't be affected though. They fly FPV.
Not all of them. A lot of them fly DJI drones.
Yeah.
A good percentage of them do. There's probably less FPV flyers that go to spin up than they do, say, the South Florida drone meetup.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
Yeah,
because it's all like fucking DJI and all GPS
old farts like me.
Types.
Yeah, all old farts like me that can't really fly.
Now, what we're talking about here is the Grand Prix, right? Now, America's got quite a talent at naming something that is actually not. So it's like World Series, for instance, which doesn't include anybody else in the world. But Grand Prix, is it the European Grand Prix Championship?
Exactly, Max. It's a hug fest.
I don't know.
No.
No, it's
Formula One Grand Prix.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Formula One or not. I assume it's Formula One.
Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Is it the European? Does it count for the European Formula One Championship?
It can't. I think it counts for.
Well, I asked Mike because Mike watches the Grand Prix. He probably know.
Yes,
so does Dre.
Yeah. He says,
yeah,
Grand Prix. They shut it down, close down the streets. Yeah.
Grand
So
Prix.
if that's tomorrow, they won't be doing any flying tomorrow, but they can do it on Sunday or maybe even Monday.
Well, it depends on how long the TFR is
How long?
in place.
Yeah.
Because sometimes TFR can go a week past an event before they finally.
That's true.
So it just really depends. But I mean, what's the harm of them all getting into a few cars and just going 10 miles out of the city to go fly? I mean, you can find spots to go fly at.
Yeah, you're gonna stack it.
Go on a little adventure and just drive 10, 15 miles out of the city.
Yeah.
Fine, where the boundary is.
So it is. They got Lewis Hamilton and all that, and Ferrari. Yeah. Okay. It's the same one.
Let's see.
Justin will be at a huge fest if Matt is going.
Well, I'd be the lead speaker there, so of course I'd be there.
Well, here we go. I've been corrected by Peter Carroll. Not to be corrected by him. As part of the World Championship, right? There's no European Championship, right? Okay.
I was going to say, because I know Mike pays attention to that shit, and I know Dre watches the Grand Prix. He's actually a big fan of that.
Right.
Mike kind of follows all the sports. So does Mark, too.
I don't know if you've ever been to a Grand Prix. Okay. Now, my first impressions of a Grand Prix was that these people are retarded, right? There's something wrong with them because the way they drive, it just blew me away how freaking fast they are and how late they leave their braking.
Exactly.
And into corners and the noise, mate. Oh my God.
It's crazy.
You should try it, Matt, on an Xbox game. Do those F1. They are adrenaline pumpers.
Absolutely.
I like the driver simulators. I don't know if you've ever been in them, but I went in the V8 Supercars one, Dominic, and they're all on hydraulics, and those are pretty cool to drive in. Really, really. And I drove the Bathurst circuit, and it throws you around. Really does. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Actually, the trucking company that I was working for in Canada, Challenger Motor Freight, in their driver training section, they have got a fully workable Freightliner cab on hydraulics, and this is what they take into driver training there in snow situations and all sorts of shit. And it's the same thing. You're driving the truck. It's brilliant, man.
Yeah, when you like to have one of those just in your garage or something that you can get into.
Yeah, probably not a truck though.
Well, no, like some of the guys have those, and then some have like full. They have almost simulators set up as like the airlines do. I've seen some guys on YouTube that have full cockpit set up with a co-pilot seat and everything's all hooked up.
Yep, and they've got those screens on the outside all the way around them.
Now, how they integrate all that shit into the game, I'm not entirely sure. Because a lot of their gauges and everything will be working accurately to the game.
Oh, they got money to burn then.
You use one of them, mate. One of these. That's what they use.
They got money to burn then, Justin.
But only with the carbon fiber.
Have you seen next year's
Velcro ones?
Have you seen next year's flight simulator? Let me pull up a video. Oh my God, it is amazing.
Now, are those leaks about GTA 6 real, or are they just bullshit, Justin?
Dude, with the GTA shit, it's hard to say.
I didn't see nothing from the GTA website.
No, they're very hush hush.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Look at this, Matt.
Oh, sorry. What have we got here?
This is the release video from Microsoft for Flight Simulator 2024. They actually have NPCs and shit in the game, so you'll actually have a person that you can get out of the plane and walk around with and shit, like a character.
Cool.
Holy fuck! Really?
Oh, let's get through all this bullshit.
There were actually a few features I wasn't happy. Jeez, look at that! Oh my God!
Wow. Yeah, wow. Look
at that!
Wild.
Oh my
Pretty
God!
Realistic, eh?
You need a 30 or a 40 for this video graphic card, probably.
Wow.
But it's just fucking amazing, dude. But see, that's the great thing about Microsoft.
What kind of graphics and processor do you need to run
Yeah,
that?
that's what I'm saying.
They haven't put any.
10 and 20 won't cut that. I don't think.
I don't think they've put any specs, like minimum specs on it out yet. I haven't really looked into it. But yeah, you can go skydiving 2024 sometime in next year.
See that? He diving his plane straight next to the parachute.
Okay, Mike said it's Xbox, so it doesn't matter about the GPU, right?
It actually came up with Xbox first, didn't it?
Yeah, but Xbox is owned by Microsoft. It's the same.
Well, you can get Flight Simulator the same as what we got.
Are they going to?
Yeah, a lot of the games are Xbox and Windows. So
yeah, but I'm saying Xbox, you don't matter about the GPU.
Yeah, but are they going to come out with a PC version?
Yeah, right.
And these are a real thing now these days too.
Oh, they've got the A10.
Oh my God!
Sweet.
I wonder if you can fire on shit, aim it up and fire, because you like to let go of those cannons, mate.
If it comes out with a PC version, you're going to need a 30 or a 40.
Wow, 2024. That's going to be good.
If you look right here, So it's going to have Xbox Series X and S, and then
Steam.
it will also be on
Steam.
PC for Steam.
Okay, Steam. So that'll be PC. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is Xbox Studios, that's just them with they're the same studio that works on this game.
You're gonna
That's
need
the
a
only
30
reason.
or 40 series GPU and a fucking probably a 9 CPU for that. Does it?
I'll have to get
Yeah,
Lloyd. Speaking of simulator and shit.
But the PC version will be far, far better than the Xbox version.
Oh,
It always is. Always is.
Well, yeah, oh, absolutely, mate. Yeah. I mean, I didn't get it on my Xbox. I've got it on the PC, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
That's true, Peter. That's true.
I've been doing Flight Simulator since '98 came out.
And look how far it's gone. Like you look back at 98, it's like it looks like shit compared to that.
Yeah.
I got away from Flight Sim, and I bought a one called Flight 2.
Oh, hang on a second here.
I knew he was Elvis. You hear his ringtone? I knew it.
I had the Flight Sim, and then there was another one came out called Flight 2, and you can do on these missions and all sorts of shit. So I used that one for a while. I had a yoke and everything on my so you're flying it like this, and anyway, and then I went back to Flight Sim, and then I didn't have Flight Sim for a long time until the 2021 came out, which is that was fantastic. It blew me mind.
Hey John, how you doing?
Oh yeah, that game's going to be at least 200 or 300 gigs. It's
Where
going
did
to be
Lloyd go?
ridiculously huge.
Well, see, think exactly right. They do their thing. Now they're going to probably do the same thing as what they did with the last one. Is most of the graphics and everything is actually in the cloud, right?
Yeah.
It's not actually on your PC, and it all depends on what your internet connection's like as to how good you can run your graphics.
Right.
So that works it out while you're doing it, and then of course you set up. What's that? Bing Maps, isn't it? It's not Google Maps. They use Bing Maps, and then they use the 3D mapping from Bing Maps as their scenery packs, right? Which is really nice.
But the great thing about Flight Simulator is they're not releasing one every year. They usually go 3 or 4 years, and that gives them time to really refine it and get it really good, and then they release the next one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, they're really good now because they have got what?
He's talking to Max, so I got a yoke for him to grab.
Comes out of an egg. They've got a competition though. They've got that other flight simulator. I forget what it's called now.
Lloyd took off.
Flight X or something. I haven't used it. Apparently, it's right up there as well. There's Microsoft Flight Simulator and this other one. I think it's Flight X, maybe. I'm not too sure.
It sounds familiar. Flight X.
Yeah. But of course, there's also the DCS, right? Which is DCS, right? Which is a stunning flight simulator. Very, very. You've got to know how to start your fighter jets up. You've got to know your panels. You've got to know every switch. And then, of course, you get into modern warfare and all sorts of stuff with dogfighting and all that sort of shit. And the
it's X-Plane 12.
X-Plane, there you go. Flight X-Plane, there you go. But DCS is fantastic, mate. But it is very technical. So if you don't want to be technical and get into it, don't download it. I did give it a try, but I had to learn the aircraft, everything about that aircraft before I could actually fly it. I had to watch tutorials on how to start it.
I wouldn't have the patience. I wouldn't have the patience for that.
No, I didn't have the patience.
How many gigs does it download?
Fuck knows. I wouldn't have a clue.
JDS.
But really, really good. It really is good. But as I said, it's a step up above what you do with Flight Sim. You know what I mean? Because you can you just put the throttle on and the plane takes off. If you start the motors, it's easy. You know, you don't have to worry about all your breakers and all that sort of shit and whatever.
There's a good starter pack for somebody if they wanted to, because you can get the controls
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
And then you can get the stand for it. You can get the pedals.
That
You
would
can
go
also
right
get
up
a
against your
stick.
desk too. You just put it right here. You know what I mean?
And then they have they're coming out with even more shit now, where you can get like all these different panels and.
Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Scroll back up. It's got the stand and everything. It has everything right there.
Oh yeah, right there. Well, that shows you what the flight simulator you could set up with it.
Yeah, but that's only the stand by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying you can put that right in front of your desk. You know what I mean?
Let me see here. They had a. They got like all different types of versions of it.
Yeah, I couldn't like that one chair. I couldn't sit in
But
that.
then look at this
Oh,
one here. They
yeah,
got a
boy.
whole panel of gauges.
God damn. That's like a real fucking. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, they're getting to the point where they're getting super realistic with the shit. Oh wait, hold on, that's Black Magic.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
He could do the truffle shuffle.
Yay.
You remember the truffle shuffle? Goonies.
Goonies.
That was one of my favorite movies ever.
Like that kid, you see him now. They did like 25 years on what they look like.
I think one of them killed himself, didn't they? Corey, someone or other?
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, one of them, Corey Feldman, or there was two Corys in the 80s. Corey Feldman and Corey someone. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman's still alive. Corey, the other one, he
Yeah, the other one died.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Which one was that? Was that the one in Goonies or the one in Lost Boys?
No, Lost Boys, he's still alive.
Right,
he's
okay, so
one
the
that's
Goonies
coming
one,
out.
right.
It's the guy, Corey something. He had blonde hair. I forget his name. But yeah, he overdosed. And Corey Feldman talks about him now and how they were abused and shit in Hollywood.
I'm curious to see.
That was the 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Lost
I wonder
Boys
how
was
much-
a great movie.
That'll
Lost
be like
Boys
you,
were
Tim.
awesome. That movie was awesome.
Tim, that'll be like you. You'll be able to talk in a couple of years how you were
What's up, Paul?
abused on YouTube.
Oh, fuck that.
I'll be
I
75 years old in
don't
my
have to talk
retirement
about
village.
it. I don't have to
And the-
talk about it. I just watch the videos again.
The cops will be at me door going, "Oh, we've got a complaint about you from fucking 2000."
Yeah, instead of the Me Too movement, it's the U2 movement.
Yeah. What's up, Paul? How you doing?
Uh,
I'm coming to your house. This guy Tim has put a complaint on you from 30 years ago. All right.
Said you virtually touched him on the ass.
yeah, he did.
You virtually spanked his fanny.
I made him slam his finger in the door.
Yep. Emotional damage.
Well, if you put a complaint in, they'd obviously see straight up that you have been sort of affected in some way mentally.
So
you wouldn't
Paul
have
put
to
in the
try
chat.
too hard to convince anyone.
I don't have to.
You see what Paul put in the chat? Editing a night shift flight with Movie Maker.
Oh, there you go. That's
Well
the
done, Paul.
program right there, boy.
Yeah, well done, Paul. Inadequate at best.
I started out with Movie Maker. Inadequate at it, but
No, you're kidding, Paul. Do what you do, mate. Even though it's shit. Right, we got a
Just gonna pretend he
joke?
didn't say that just now.
You what?
So he's just gonna pretend he didn't say that just now.
Say what, mate? Know what you're talking about. All right, this is a newie. Have a look at these things, mate. Animals. Animals. Holy shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
A Zen music.
Oh my god! Look, I would be fuck me. Imagine putting that camera on, and I'd just be thinking, "Fuck, did I put it on right?" Oh my god!
Looks like it just clicks in place like a magnetic thing or something. I don't know.
Because that there would cost about the same as 14 Mavic 3 Cines.
Yeah.
Just camera.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Wow.
What's the shutter on it? Does it say?
The shutter. That'd have to be mechanical, mate.
Yeah.
Have to be. Paying that much money.
Yeah,
Look at
damn.
that.
Look how fuck.
Wow.
Oh shit! Like
Dude, that'll
3D
help in rescue missions.
That's
That'll help in
3D
rescue missions.
lidar. Yeah, lidar for sure.
Rescue missions, that would be awesome.
Nice.
Thermo would be the one for rescue missions, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, that's just too much. That's too much money to have in the air. I would be freaking.
Yeah, that's
why? You
I
got
was-
tons of YouTube money. Why would you freak out?
3D mapping.
Yeah, well,
YouTube will cover that. Don't worry.
well, you're right. Actually, yeah. Fuck it. I got YouTube Care Refresh on my drones.
YouTube Care Refresh.
YouTube Care Refresh.
What's up,
We
cool
did.
kid?
Jeez, look
like
at
I had
that
to
3D
read
mapping. That is unbelievable.
It is, isn't it?
You see
Yeah.
what Peter said? My iPad has LiDAR.
Fucking look at this. Because I was out the other day, 2 days ago, and I was out doing a time lapse of the sunset. Anyway, I took off for probably 20 minutes before sunset, so I get sunset plus about 10 minutes after, whatever. Anyway, I ended up having to cancel the time lapse twice because there was a bird after me, and I could see he's climbing. He's after me, man. He's climbing. So because you got to see it coming though, because if you don't see it coming, you can't just move out the way at the last minute. You've actually got to stop that time lapse, otherwise your drone won't take off.
Yeah.
So you've got to stop the time lapse and then fucking into sports mode and get the hell out of there. And I had to do that twice.
Yeah, Peter
Yeah.
wasn't lying to you, Tim. The iPad Pros have LiDAR.
Oh, he does have. Okay.
I don't know what they
Yeah.
use it for, what the case use for
Yeah.
is, but they do have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine
okay.
has it too.
Oh wow, I never knew that.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's insane.
Did you figure out how to
That's
turn it
like
on?
Matt when we were at Noosa Beach. Remember that bird tried to come after a Maverick 3, and we never knew until we saw the footage. Remember that?
Yeah. Now I got
That
who dropped out. Someone dropped out.
Dominic did.
Oh, Dom did.
Where'd he
That's
go?
unusual.
He got offensive and he was going to go ahead and file that sexual harassment charge.
He got
I
kicked
didn't-
out of the bus station.
I didn't
He
touch
got
him.
kicked
He was,
out.
well, I mean, you can.
No,
almost-
you were out there harassing the homeless, so now he's going to go file a charge on you.
And
Oh
he got kicked out of, he got
can do
kicked out of the
anything
bus
on
station.
this, mate. Huh?
He got kicked out of the bus station. He'll
No.
be
I'm
back.
kind of thinking that he hadn't bought large fries, so they got him out of the Maccas. Right.
McDonald's is like, you've had enough free Wi-Fi. Get the fuck out.
You got to buy fries, brother, at least.
I never
I-
knew an
I-
iPad came with LiDAR. I never knew that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I said, I'm not
Yeah.
sure what you would use it for. I guess.
Yeah.
For if you're like measurements in rooms, 3D,
Okay.
3D drafting, you can go through a room and get
Okay,
the
that
full
makes
depth.
sense,
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Never knew.
Cool
that.
cat. How are you, my man?
I'd probably buy an iPad for that.
Well, that's just like a lot of the new 3D printers are coming with LiDAR now too. And
Yeah.
they're so fucking precise. It's
Did you
just-
say you want to
Yeah.
get one? You want to get one, Tim? You want to get one?
Well, an iPad, if it has LiDAR and shit, that would help a lot.
Yeah,
What would it
get-
help with? What would it help
if you're
with
gonna-
you, mate?
I'm just doing shit around here.
Okay, you need
We
to know
want
the
to make
make
a.
fucking
We want to
Gumtree.
make a.
Yeah,
We
what
want
the
to make
hell
an
do you
outside.
need
But
LiDAR
we already got the slab out here, but we want to enclose it.
What they do? Kick you out of McDonald's, Dominic?
Yeah, he had to
Well,
move to the mall.
We all know
I
slabs
just-
don't last
I
long in
just
your
went to
place,
get-
Tim.
I went to get my lunch. And my
Wait,
lunch
They
was a hot
forced
dog.
you to buy something. Okay.
Is that a hot dog? It's a hot dog. Which bin did you get it out of?
Same one.
They forced him to buy lunch at McDonald's.
Oh my god!
I'm at home. I went out to get some hot dogs for lunch today. That's
It's
why
like
I
you
bought
only-
hot dogs.
It's like you only get 1 gigabyte for a cup of free water. That's it.
Yeah. Must be.
I'll tell you, a week ago, I got a hot dog at Costco. Oh my God. I'll tell you, a hot dog, you can't get a better hot dog than at Costco.
You know what's funny about Costco is they actually left their rotisserie chicken prices.
I know, it's still $7.99, like Canadian.
And they've left them at $5 in the US, and they lose money on those just to.
Yeah, I
compete with
haven't
their customers.
had those chicken in 3 years, Justin. I just got one there last week. Unbelievable, and it's still great.
Yeah, they lose money off of those.
This is Dominic getting lunch, folks.
Yeah, but they're selling a shitload, Justin.
Yeah.
Doing hot. They just put a hot dog in there.
Look at all the bird shit too on the trash can.
And he had one bite on it.
Mate, don't. What?
But it's got tomato sauce on it.
My God, Dominic, I'll buy you dinner tonight. All right?
But will it be as good as the hot dog does?
Well,
Look at this.
Not
And
if
he
Matt's
didn't even
cooking.
buy. The thing was, Matt didn't even buy him dinner. Right when it was dinner time, he's like, "Oh, my knee hurts. I gotta leave."
Oh, I was fucking hurting. I was fucking hurting, eh? Oh, dude. Oh, that was bad. The next day was even worse. Actually, I went to work this week, right? Monday and Tuesday. I thought I could go to work Tuesday, right? Because it felt good. I could bend my knee far enough that I could get into the truck and do all sorts of things. So I thought, no, I'll give it another rest and I'll go in Wednesday. So I rang him up and said, yeah, I'll come in tomorrow, mate. And he goes, yep, no worries. So I pop on in there. I did my first run. That was all right. Didn't do too bad. I'm walking from the truck up to the fucking office and back again. La, 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 la. Got in the truck for the second run and it was hurting. And I'm thinking, oh, fuck, here we go. And I had started the run. So I had to drive for about 45 minutes to the store, unload it, and then back. And by the end of that trip, I was fucking rooted and I have not been back to work since. I fucked it up again. I should have rested it for the rest of that week.
Have you gone to like physical therapy or anything, or any kind of?
Been a mental fucking therapy.
Well, I'm just saying, have you actually had it looked at, like had an
Oh,
X-ray
yeah,
done on it and all that?
absolutely. Yeah. I went in for another scan and all that because I've got a Baker's cyst on the back of my knee. So that's causing fucking inflammation, blah, blah, blah. I've got the fucking blood clot, which isn't causing inflammation. But anyway.
Never a dull moment.
No, mate, it's bullshit. It's been going on way too long. I'm actually going out of my fucking mind.
Matt,
You're in worse shape than I am.
do you
Do you have
use any like heat pad or any kind of thing on your knees?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a but he has a
My,
jacuzzi, Jim.
My
Do you
wife,
have a-
Jacuzzi.
my
do you
wife
have-
has problems with her knees, and I found these patches, like painkiller patches that you put on your knees, and
Herbal
it's
one.
working. It's working for her.
Yeah, the herbal ones.
No, it's a green one.
Marijuana
Yeah, it's
patches.
green, but it's a herbal one. It's got ginger and all
Yeah,
sorts of-
yeah, it's herbal. Yeah.
yeah.
Do
yeah,
you
that's
have
what-
holiday pay?
Oh, that's
Or-
like
Have you
marijuana.
tried those? Have you tried them?
No, I haven't, mate. No.
I'm gonna send you the link there. I got them on Amazon.
Okay, send me the link, mate. I'll have a squeeze
Yeah.
because I have heard that they are really good.
Yeah.
Hit the
'Cause
light bulb.
I'm finding deep heat and
Well,
Voltaren and all that sort of shit or whatever the hell. It don't work. They don't do anything. They
Yeah,
make your
they're
skin
working
feel
for her.
warm. And that's
She's-
about it.
She's
Patches
done
with-
cortisone shots and she's done everything. She's this year, whatever, between the cortisone shots and these patches, she's actually doing a lot better.
Oh, so she's had
Cortisone.
cortisone, has she? So it mightn't even be the patches that are doing it.
Yeah,
Right.
cortisone can fuck you up
No,
though. You're
but
supposed to only get one a year.
She said it's helping because she had the cortisone before and it would only last a short period. So
Have you tried using Vitorin gel on it?
Vitorin,
Yeah,
Yeah.
look that up.
not Voltaren.
Voltaren.
Well,
It's Voltaren. in
Voltaren.
Australia.
yeah,
Yeah.
Voltaren.
Might be something different over there, but
Yeah.
Actually,
that's-
the lidocaine work pretty good too.
But those patches, apparently, what they do is, I mean, they're like painkiller.
No, it's
Apparently
wrong thing.
over
You're right. It's
time-
Voltorin.
Over time, those
We haven't
patches
finished it,
apparently
Gary.
puts fluid back in there, so the bones aren't rubbing back and forth.
Yeah, it's
This is-
Voltorin. Vitorin is Vitorin is for your blood pressure. So
Oh, I'm glad as you. Voltaren. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I've got the extra strength deep heat, so that does nothing. You can rub that in all you like, but it just doesn't fucking work. Hang on 2 seconds. 2 seconds, Dominic. I'll just get Gaz in here, mate.
Have you?
Right.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hey,
The fuck
I
was
got
that?
I got a question for Jim.
Yeah.
About Canadian drone law. So if I'm drinking, right, can I fly 10 hours after with a sub 250?
The sub 250, no, it should still be 12 hours. It's a
Damn.
drone. It's a drone.
Oh shit. Okay, so I have to wait till 11.
Gotta be 0-0.
I was pissed as a fart when I went and did my fucking time lapse the other night. It's the only way I'll get good footage.
Tomorrow I'm flying a Guinness World Record attempt, and I've got
That is going to be cool, Gary.
I got to collect photographic evidence, and I got a 30-page guide to evidence from Guinness. So,
Well, don't fuck it up, mate. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because they don't get the record because Gary fucked him up. I didn't press record. Fucking hell.
yeah, so I got to be sober by 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
I figured I'd be able to fly the
What-
Mini before, but maybe
What
not.
what record are you trying to break?
That's the stilt,
World's
mate.
tallest stilts.
Yeah.
Oh,
The guy's at 55 feet. The current record is 54 feet 1. So we're breaking a record that we set 23 years ago. I worked with this guy and we set the record at 50 feet 9 inches. And some guy in Wisconsin broke it last year at 54 feet 1. So we're going 55 feet tomorrow.
Full cream
Wow.
or in gel.
Are you allowed to
Yeah.
show
So I've got-
the footage on your channel?
Yeah, I'll probably put the highlights up. I've got a special flight operations certificate from Transport Canada so that I can fly in an advertised event. We're going to have 3,000 to 5,000 people watching me fly. So it should be, oh, no stress. Let's have another drink. We'll be fine.
So they're not gonna do a breath test before you fucking do it.
I'm going to breathalyze him.
Well,
only if he's walking on the stilts.
I have to fly according to the regulations. So
They're only going to check Gary if the drone is doing that.
Wibbling.
Or if he hits the guy in the face with the drone while he's trying to walk on the stealth,
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, this is going to be a stress-free flight compared to what I've been doing all week. The flights that I've done so far this week have been inside a silo that was filled with wires and scaffolds, and no GPS and limited light. And so to be able to fly outside is going to be a real treat.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a good question right there. How far does he need to walk with the stilts to break the record?
He has to fly. He has to walk 10 steps. We're gonna aim for 26. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus says that in order to master stilts, you have to be able to do 26 steps, which is one circle of the ring in the circus. So the last time we did it, we did 50 feet 9 inches, and we did 29 steps. So we're going for 26 this time. So
awesome.
And they don't have to be big steps, but with 50-foot stilts, you have a little difficulty controlling how big the steps are.
Hell yeah.
Jeez, I hope he can do that, Gary. Get back in the Guinness. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching him do the practicing, and he's got it. He's all over it. So
nice.
Yeah. Carbon fiber. What we did when we did the 50 feet 9 inches, we tried it on aluminum stilts and they didn't work. And the guy said, "Why aren't you using carbon fiber?" He said, "Well, we just can't afford it. That's like $12,000." And the guy said, let me write you a check, get the right stuff. So he wrote him a check right then and there for $12,000. We bought 4 carbon fiber sailboat masts and joined them end to end. And that's what gave us the 50 feet 9 inches. And then in order to break the record this time, we added 4 feet 3 inches of aluminum on the bottom, and we'll hit the record then.
Wow.
And
is that going to make any tolerance strain, or you got carbon fiber connected to a aluminium? Is that going to cause any problem?
well, they're just bolt-ons. They're bolted on the bottom, so we should be okay. We've practiced on them, and watching the guy from up top, it's like he's walking on 2 big noodles. They just wobble like crazy. And but he's able to control them and keep moving forward. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting to watch. You know,
How many? Actually, he probably only gets one try at this, right? Because if he falls off that, he probably breaks something, like himself.
well, yeah. Well, what we have is on either side of him are 2 cranes that have cables going from one side to the other, and then he's tethered to those cables. So if he falls, he'll get caught. So and Guinness insists on that, but he can't use the cables to support himself. He's got to be hands free and walking. So
that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
Safety harness for stilts.
Yeah, that's great that they have that safety.
Yeah,
I thought about that before, because I thought if he falls 55 feet, like my God,
he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
yeah. And we had practiced it inside a silo, like a grain silo, eh? And it was 70 feet high, and we had the cables running from one side of the silo to the other, which is difficult because with the drone you can't see the wires, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a lightning cable coming down the middle of the silo and then off to one side, right next to where he was. So I had to make sure I didn't hit that one. And then he had scaffolding with little bits poking out everywhere. So I had to make sure I didn't hit those. So it was quite a challenge, and no GPS inside. So you're flying in ADI mode.
Oh yeah, so drifting.
Yeah. So flying tomorrow is going to be a breeze. I'll be outside. I'll have satellites. I don't have to worry about hitting stuff. The whole time I was flying, I was getting beep 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 from obstacle avoidance sensors, because you're never more than 10 feet away from the wall, right? So.
Right.
Hey, Gary.
It was quite a challenge.
Gary, do you fly FPV
But
at all?
I'll say that after that week, I'm a much better pilot than I was
No speakers.
a week ago.
Gary, do you fly FPV? Gary.
No, he doesn't.
Can he hear me?
Did you lose me?
He doesn't, Matt.
Can you hear me, Gary?
Can you hear us, Gary?
I can hear you sometimes. Everybody's
Sometimes.
breaking up.
Gary, can you
must
hear
be
me?
his
1,
internet.
2.
I hear you.
Okay,
Internet.
Gary, do you fly FPV, Gary?
No.
Okay. Because in situations like that, if you flew an FPV, it would be a lot easier to fly than a GPS drone without GPS.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it is, mate. Let me tell you, because those sensors are constantly freaking out. They don't know where they are, what they're doing, and you've got to. What you're actually doing is counteracting to what the drone's doing, right? You don't know what's going to do next, right?
Yeah.
With an FPV, it'll just sit there until you do something.
Yeah.
Or you've got to obviously keep it where it is, throttle it and all that sort of shit. But it's so much easier, man, to fly an FPV than a GPS drone in ADI mode.
Well, ADI mode, though, in an enclosed space, you don't have a whole lot of wind currents coming through.
But it still
Right?
drifts.
The air
Still drifts
the
in
air
ADI
is
mode.
still.
Doesn't matter. You know what? Worse in ADI mode for a GPS drone is actually being close to a downward obstacle, right? Because the drone constantly fucking jerks up and shit. And this is actually how I lost a Mavic Pro. It wasn't far from me, but it just jerked around and went left and right and went straight into a bush, straight into the water, right? Before I knew it was over, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So anyway.
Well, yeah, what I was flying, though, I ran out of battery and it went into automatic return to home and it didn't know where it was. So it started heading straight for the wall of the silo. So I had to immediately back up and break it and make it come down straight. So
but you should have set your return to home to hover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, inside the silo, yeah. Inside
That's
the silo.
that's a thought for tomorrow too.
If you can. Yeah. So
You don't want it disappearing on you. Well, it won't disappear, but you don't want it taken off and doing anything automated.
So anyway,
around
look, hey, we got
Especially in the silo.
I don't
we got
listen
20
then.
likes. Can we get 25 out of this?
25.
How many we?
I've only got
We even
18.
have 25 people watching.
I think we only have 5 people here.
I got 22 watching.
We got
I
22.
got 24.
But, 5 of these people mustn't have liked it. And if you're watching on your TV, switch to your phone, get the thing, hit click the like button, for God's sake.
Actually, a lot of people have changed their rating since Gary got on for some reason. I don't know what that is.
They started
It was either Gary or me. One of us caused it.
Both of you combined, mate, ruined my channel. Fuck me.
We do what we can, Matt. We do what we can.
That jealousy's a bit too. Fucking hell. I'm going to have to give myself a Matt bump. Fucking hell. I don't use lube anymore for that. Can you throw me your email address? I can't find it, even though I'm sure did that. Who's he talking to?
Droning Gamer.
Phone
If you'd, if you'd read that.
Yeah, it's on my homepage in my about section. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's right. He did too, Gary.
Matt's hit the down thumb because of Justin.
That's because my ass.
I came on too early. That's because I have to stop drinking by 11.
Oh, you got one
There you
more
go.
hour.
Okay.
You're good. One more hour.
Hey,
You're good.
Justin, I've got the eyes almost painted on the dummy Justin now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You
Did
got
you
it
get the
working?
mechanism all figured out?
I got the mechanism working. I got did that this week. I've got the controllers, the control handles all set up. Got the mechanism where it's moving the eyes back and forth. So then I pulled them all out and started painting the eyes today. And it's going to be, the eyes are going to be a deep blue with a little bit of gold flecking in it around the outer edge. So, which is not realistic eyes, but hey, it's a dummy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got to be
Justin.
better looking. Yeah, well, yeah, it's Justin, so it's a dummy.
Well, I hope the first time you stick your hand up its ass, it's as good as for you as it is for me.
Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
Lloyd, is that face for that dummy there? Is that all like 3D printed, or how was that
Yeah.
made?
It was all 3D printed. There's a couple guys that do it that are puppet builders, and they'll carve out a puppet out of clay, and then they get a 3D scanner, scan it, and then they put it into an STL file. I downloaded it, sent it over to my son. He printed it off on his 3D printer. Now the next one I'm going to do myself because I've gotten the Anchormate M5, and it's the eyeballs I printed with this Anchormate, and I didn't the lines were so tight that I barely had to do any sanding. I just knocked a couple of spots that were high and painted over it. You can't see any of the lines, and it's perfect. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's just got real tight, and but yeah, it's all 3D printed. I 3D printed the headstock, but my son printed the dummy and all those parts except for the eyes. I did the eyes and the eye mechanisms. I built those in the headstock myself. So,
Wow.
And then I use
so we can let Matt get back on.
Fucking Max.
Yeah,
But,
one of these
hit that
days
like
I gotta
button,
try
everybody.
those 3D printers.
So you
I
have-
can't believe you haven't gotten.
Yeah,
into
I'll
one of
remember
those
that,
yet.
Mark. Yeah, I just saw what Mark said. Put the red veins. And yeah, I'll have to remember to put the bloodshot eyes on there. Yeah.
You got to do a right when you get it working and everything. You got to do a
Yes,
separate
Max.
video, like a 2-minute video.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, Lloyd. We got to see a video.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As soon as I get the head together and get it all ready to start do the first test of it, I'll record a video on it.
Well, the
I'll put it
great
up on
thing
my
is
site.
Lloyd's paying me royalties for it. So
Yeah.
Right.
Checks in the mail there, Justin.
Yeah.
5 cents.
Seen
just
it
go ahead and
last year,
forward
right?
that
Lloyd?
to Tim.
For his likeness.
But like I said, just go ahead and forward, yes, for my likeness. Go ahead and forward that check to Tim. I'll cover the extra 5 cents I'm paying him a week.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
God, dude.
You have to pay him. He has to pay me to come on my show, mate.
Right?
Oh, so
Right.
it's just the first full circle where we're helping the economy, the world economy.
Okay. Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about.
Well, if
Tim
you're
getting
sending
the
in 5 cents American, you're definitely the Australian price average is going up. You know, he's getting high wages over there. If you're sending 5 cents American,
Oh, Tim was already saying in 6 months he'd be able to retire.
yeah, which I expect.
Fucking
Yeah.
reckon.
He's already eyeing that new houseboat.
Okay, now,
Instead
mate.
of nickel, I buy my own boat.
I know when I get home, I'll be making more over there than I am here per hour.
Actually,
Crazy.
Timbo, how you going with that super, mate?
I'm still waiting for their
What?
shit to come through.
Yeah,
They haven't
man.
gotten back to me. Yeah, how the government is.
I can
Yeah,
ring him
what
up,
government
mate.
you been dealing with, Matt? It's like
been-
instant. You fill out a
it's been
paper and they
three-
just give it to
No,
you.
no, I hound them. I hound the bastards. I really do.
Yeah, I sent them 2 emails, but it's been
It's
3
like,
weeks.
Matt's like, you know who I am?
I
Well,
put the
that-
claim in and everything, and they haven't got back to me yet. I think it's going to be about a month or 2 months until I get a fucking answer. Anyway.
Okay, there might be a thing in there, like because the POMs come over here, right? They have to leave their super in England, right? They have
Right.
to leave it invested in England,
Oh, God,
And-
Bill.
and they draw on that into Australia, but only when it's you are over the age of retirement, and then you can draw on that. But that super stays there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I hope
England.
not. I
Yeah.
hope not.
So if you're not at retirement age, you mightn't be able to get it but it still has to stay here, even if you go over there and you have to draw from Australia to the US.
Oh, I'm fucked
Like the
up.
POMs do. What's
Yes,
his
I did
name?
do my evening walk, Max.
Andy
I
does
did
that.
30 minutes tonight.
Osbeach Andy's got a super over there in England.
Mm.
Well,
Which
I'm
is awesome.
fucked then. What if they? But I'm now. Andy, is he a citizen of England?
He's dual citizen.
He's a dual. Okay. I'm not dual. I'm permanent residence here, but I got citizenship in America. If I go back, I just want, like the claim says, I wrote a long fucking email about it. I'm not coming back. So if I don't come back, do I still got to draw off of it after 65? I got to wait until I'm 65 to draw off of it?
Well, you're only like a year away from that anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Going by the looks, should have been actually retired 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks older than me. I'm older than dirt.
Yeah.
I get,
Damn, Lloyd. Thanks, bro.
I get
I
you
love
two
you
confused. The only reason I know it's Lloyd talking is the silky smooth voice instead of Tim's.
Walk to the refrigerator and then to the cookie jar.
Tim's
Grammarly, Max.
Sorry, Tim uses a voice changer like Dominic does. I was very surprised with his voice. But if you hear Tim when you're with him too, he sounds very much like Dominic, probably a bit higher pitched too, a little bit
I
higher.
don't think so.
Well, I mean, I can play you a video if you like.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
My voice
I
ain't
can.
that high.
Sorry, the pitch bender then fucked up a bit. What was that, mate?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm hoping I don't have to wait until I'm 65 to draw off of it. I'm not going to be able to get home then.
Well, supers are a pain in the ass, mate. They got some really weird, and they keep changing the laws on Superman. You might be right, mate. Absolutely, you know, with a bit of luck, but you still may not be able to use it because the only reason you can use super,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
failing being retired, is to invest in real estate
And minerals.
Huh?
You can invest in minerals like diamonds, rubies, and all that shit.
Okay, an investment that's going to grow, right? So
Yeah.
real estate, one, them, or whatever, right? Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
So is this what Tim's voice sounds like naturally?
Oh yes, Seb, I thought it was Tim. What was that, Tim?
Yeah.
What was that?
When he slowly walks away, so Lloyd, when he walks away from the computer, it's slowly the pitch gets higher the farther he gets away from.
Yeah, I thought this sounded like his normal voice.
Yeah.
Without the voice changer, yeah.
It's fucking hilarious when you see him when we're out having a picnic or something like that, and a dude walks past and he goes, "How you doing?"
Hello, big boy.
Fucking got a lightsaber now. I don't know.
Yeah, but I understand. You're saying my voice sounds like this, right, Lloyd?
Hardship.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see, which one was I on?
Are you talking about a limited amount or unlimited? I'm kind of guessing it might be a limited amount on hardship.
But, how'd you get that?
Well, he's on hardship, mate. He's been through a bit of crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was pretty much what Matt's going to end up on because of his knee.
Yeah.
How do you get hardship?
Disability. That's right. Disability.
Oh, disability. Okay.
Disability. Stopping me working, man. I can't fucking work. If I had an office job, it'd be right, but it's not.
Well, you could probably get it then, or draw from your super.
I don't want to draw from my super, mate, because it'll fuck my retirement.
Yeah.
The whole idea is for me to pound that shit for another 6 years. And then
Why
I
are you
can-
worried about your super when you got the big fun from YouTube?
Oh, that's that's play money. YouTube. That's play money.
God.
That, right? And new Porsche crap, right? That's YouTube money. I don't want to spend my super on just toys, you know, like I do with YouTube, because that's just
Everybody buys a Ferrari after their first 1,000 sub.
Yeah, well, because I'm on.
I wouldn't
2,000,
know.
Two of them.
Oh, it's all I got there. You know, you get insurance after 2K. Me and Matt got the
I
best
still
health
wouldn't
insurance.
know. I don't think I'm going to live long enough to see 2K. I'm not even sure I'll live long enough to see 1K at this rate.
Hey, well, mate, do some more shorts. You'll be able to.
Yeah, Russia.
Oh, like a Russia. How are you, mate?
She
Yeah,
isn't.
correct.
She has cut me off from all that stuff.
But I only just got under 8,000 due to tax. Oh, god damn it! Yeah, see, that's the fucking thing too, right? You got all that super in there. If you pull it out for any reason other than COVID payout of $10,000 where they didn't tax you, if you pull any of that super out, it's taxed,
Warren.
and it's taxed at fucking 50% or some shit.
Now, see, that'll be a double whammy on me. They take the tax out if I'm allowed to get it. Okay. Then when I go back to the States, it gets reverted to American currency.
Yeah, that's right. So you lose on a shitload of money. Almost half of that will go in tax.
Yeah.
And when you get to the US, you're going to
Here's a
get
knee
60
replacement.
cents in the dollar or whatever
Cool
it is.
Cat sent-
It's about 60 right now. 60.
Cool Cat sent a picture of his knee replacement.
I just had the X-ray done yesterday. I just want to show everyone how swollen it is. Actually, here we go. Yeah, now look, see, that's it's a bit sore, isn't it? It's a lot sore.
It took Tim a minute to figure that out. He was looking at it and he was like, "Okay, X-ray."
Yeah, that knee looks bad.
It does. Yeah, look how swollen it is. Well, the gap in there.
That's hilarious. Oh, God.
That was definitely doctored.
Well, if it was Matt,
That-
definitely.
Yeah, it was on 100 times magnification.
Fucking Tim's face when he finally realized what he was looking at.
Fucking hell.
It took Tim a few minutes there.
Yeah, he was sitting there looking at it. He's like, and his eyes got big, and he's like, oh, shit.
Well, I'll tell you something, Tim. This is how I did my knee to start with because it scared the crap out of me, and I just jumped and I twisted my knee. But I was going to the toilet the other day, and there was a bloody big spider in it. Hey, check this out! I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Look at it.
Oh my god! Where the fuck did you find that at?
In my gallery, mate. My home movies.
Oh, so you gotta send me that picture. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god!
Right, let's have a look here. See if we find it.
Well, you know that was just a long shadow, right, Lloyd? Like, you know, it just made it look longer.
Yeah.
Shadows make everything bigger.
The lighting was up behind him, so cast that long shadow. Yeah.
Mirrors. That's one of those mirrors that enlarge things.
Yeah. The opposite of his truck mirror.
Tarantino said must be on the same protein bars as me.
Yeah.
Nakarashio said my medical records are supposed to be sealed.
Oh my fucking god. Lucky sum on 10,000 a month.
That's fucking hilarious.
Up to 14 over the years. Oh, fuck.
I'm just glad I didn't have my glasses on, so I didn't have to focus too much on that.
Right. So my glasses are over here. Lloyd.
Justin, I've just sent it to you, mate.
Where the fuck did you find that on Google?
I look, mate. I saw it ages ago, and I just remembered it. And I just did a Google search. Then spider in toilet and penis.
Just comes up as that.
It came up the first fucking photo.
That's an AI render.
It's an AI render.
My question is, where the fuck was the toilet seat?
It was a bidet.
Yeah, rip it off. I had to rip the bastard off.
No,
Try and kill
dude,
the spider.
I can't sit on the toilet without a toilet seat. That's just weird.
Mike, cameras are Shadow's first time Matt's actually
What do you
seen
do
it.
when you're shit in the woods?
Fucking Mike.
What do you do when you're shit in the woods, Justin? You bring a toilet seat or what?
Well, no, but I'm not sitting on straight porcelain either. That's just that's
Mike,
unnatural.
you're a fucking trip, bro. You're a fucking
Yeah, imagine being in like the Middle East countries where they have the toilet on the floor. And you gotta like squat over
fucking
it.
toilet. It's all got blown up by now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Their toilet's about 2 Ks that way now.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Hopefully they get them fucking guys out of there.
Matt, don't hide. Go ahead and highlight Mike's comment.
Egypt needs to open up their fucking borders.
Doesn't need highlighting. Stings. It actually stings a little, Michael. That comment.
Oh, fucking hell. Every time I go to the bathroom, the water's cold.
Yeah, really? Well, that's what happens when you pass out on the fucking floor of the bathroom, mate.
I like how you twisted that one around.
On your stomach. It's not only cold, Tim, it's fucking deep.
Yep, and they're deep too.
That's a walk to the toilet. Yes, I agree with you, Tim. Stings a little. Yeah, it stings a little, mate. It does only when I piss, though. Burning sensation. I don't know where it is.
You need pills for that, bro.
He's a penicillin shot, is what he needs.
I was going to say it's time for shots. Hell with pills.
Someone shot right in the dick.
What I've got to do is make at least 10 phone calls to find out where the hell I got this burning sensation from, or who the hell I got it from.
Well, do you have all 10 of those guys' numbers or what?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Justin. Took it away, man. I was going to say that. Fuck.
Notice Tim looks a little bit uncomfortable sitting there for that long.
It's like Tim's phone rings. Yeah, we're gonna have
If
to have
that
a
happened, my hair was. If that happened, my hair would be straight.
It would be
the only part of you.
and your eyes would constantly be looking like Marty Feldman.
His hair would be straight even if the rest of him wasn't.
Yeah.
Fucking Lloyd, all right.
Saturday night, he rings me up Saturday nights. He goes, Matty. I say, what's wrong? What's wrong, Jimmy? And he goes, oh, I need my hair straightened. I'm going out. Can you come round? I said, oh, okay. So that's how he does it on Saturday night.
So y'all just sit around straightening each other's hair, doing pigtails, all that.
Yeah, I put him in braids not long ago. That's why he's got the waves in it, because he's taken the braids out and now waves in his hair.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a little disturbing.
Well, it is disturbing.
Sounds a lot disturbing.
It's fucking horrible to be caught.
And Dominic's in the middle, confused as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a braid? What's a braid?
Hey, Justin, do you know why Matt's hair is parted in the middle? Good.
It's okay, Dominic.
Good.
Hang on a minute, Tim. I want to fucking know whose hair's parted in the middle, Tim. Because
Not
mine
mine.
isn't. Mine isn't.
Oh, you do have a little line there.
Tim's hair.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I was going to say, yeah.
You just stopped yourself in, dickwad.
Yeah. No, I didn't. It's not parted in the middle, fucker.
Hold on. Put your head back up, Matt, because you did have a little line going on.
You
the
did.
side.
Right.
Yeah,
right
see?
Yep.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
Good
you got a
boy.
big one on the top there.
Good boy.
Yeah, look at that. Natural
Good
part.
boy.
There
Good
you
boy.
go.
Good
Oh,
boy.
you're thinning up there, buddy.
Good boy.
Time for you to go the way of the hair like Dominic.
Yeah.
I think so. This is what I'm growing this for. I'm going to have one hell of a comb over, mate. A comb over.
You should go flip it over. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't. I hope the wind. I don't go in the wind anymore.
That's what I'm looking. Every day I'm looking for a little fucking bald spot, but I can't find one. Thank God.
You can't find one? I'll show you. Put your head down.
There is no bald spot, fucker.
Right in the middle there is.
That's
Look at that.
blonde.
Still got the pillow mark in it. Fucking hell.
What?
Do you bite pillows too, Tim? Bite them?
I have no teeth. Anyway.
You want it with your gums, I guess.
There's gums the corner of it.
He sucks on it like a nipple.
Oh, fucking cry. Ooh. I need fucking tissue. Oh my God.
Seat muncher, Mike says.
He said seat muncher, you dick.
Or little Timmy.
Right in the corner there. Look at the dick. The side of that dick chair. Fuck me, dead. That's huge. Lloyd's chair actually looks almost exactly. Is that brown? That's brown, isn't it? That chair, Lloyd.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a black one, which looks extremely similar to yours.
Yep, yep.
Sort of. It's got the head.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's comfortable.
It is.
Do you smoke Marlboro, Lloyd?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yep.
used to smoke.
Yeah.
I went from
$86 a pack for these.
fuck me.
Oh my God.
What?
Not a pack.
Yeah.
A carton.
A carton.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Because-
shit, if it's $86 a pack, I wouldn't be smoking.
Let me
I
tell you
smoked,
something, Lloyd. It's about that in Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
$60. $60 for that.
And yet you
But,
can go to Europe and go to one of the vending machines on the streets that sell cigarettes, and it'll cost you like €250. Right? So easy. It's cheap as fuck over there. And even cheaper in Indonesia, Bali, all that sort of area.
It'll be about 50 cents over there.
I used to smoke Camels, filter listen, and then I switched to Marlboro Reds back home.
I used to smoke Marlboro Golds over in over in the States, or
Yeah.
Winston. I think it was too. Winston.
Yeah, Winston was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never liked Winston. I
Hey,
started
AZ.
out smoking Viceroys. That just shows how old I am because
Holy
they haven't made.
shit.
Yeah, they haven't made Viceroys in 40 years or more, 50 years.
Yeah, I was going to say about the 80s. Yeah.
I walked outside yesterday and found a crack in my sidewalk.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. Oh my god.
Yeah. You people.
120 to 150 per carton. Wow.
Camel unfiltered. They were good. I like them. Really like them.
That's now, mind you, that's 120, 150 pounds. That's like 150 pounds is like almost $300 American.
Yeah, about the same here for America.
Yeah,
For
but
Australian dollars too.
we go by
Yeah.
grams over here. We go by grams. Like this pouch, I roll my own. This pouch is 25 gram, and it was 54.
Mate, roll your owns used to be the way to go if you're on a budget, right? Used to be like
Yep.
$15 for a pouch.
Not
And you
anymore.
Buy some
Not
tally
anymore.
hose with it, you know. Off you
I
go.
used to buy, Matt, I used to buy 5 pouches, 50-gram pouches of Winfield, I think it was back then. And that was $80. 5 pouches of 50 gram was $80 back in 2004, I think it was. Or
Wow, that's not that long ago, man.
no.
Well, one thing about being in Oklahoma is this being part of the Indian nation or Native American nation, whatever the hell they call themselves today. You know, all the casinos sell cigarettes for a lot cheaper. They have smoke shops everywhere, so a lot of places are $100 or more a carton.
Canada, we're paying $1.75 a liter.
Wow.
Oh, when I started smoking, it was 65 or 75 cents a pack.
I
About that.
I said that when cigarettes got to 50 cents a pack, I'd quit smoking. Now
I
they're
say when
like,
it reached $5, I was going to quit, and I think
yeah.
Shit, back when Lloyd was first buying cigarettes, that's when you could go out for a movie, steak dinner, buy a week's worth of groceries for like 20 cents.
Hey Lloyd, do you
at
remember
least
when
30
you-
cents.
Lloyd,
At
do
least
you remember
30.
when you used to go to the counter? You could get the single tubes, single cigarettes for 25 cents,
Yeah,
or they were
yeah.
15 cents. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember when gasoline was 10 cents a gallon, believe it or not.
I remember 50 cents. 50 cents.
Yeah.
a gallon.
I remember when it went to 50 cents.
Size of down
Yeah.
here.
Good God. But yeah, it's, I remember gasoline at 10 cents a gallon. It's during a price war, mind you, a gas war, but still,
Yeah.
it normally was about 15 cents a gallon. But during the price wars, it got down to 9.99, 9.99 cents, whatever they always add that 9/10 of a cent on the end for whatever reason.
What was it, 78 or 79 when that shortage was? Everybody was going to the Bowser to fucking get
Like
Yeah,
forced
yeah,
before
yeah,
80 years ago.
78. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 78, 79 because
Mhm. We were living in Western Pennsylvania then. Yeah. I remember that.
yeah, I was in the service back then.
That's when the 3 Mile Island went.
Yeah.
Gas for 35 cents. Fucking hell.
That's when it
There you go,
started
Matt.
moving towards Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We're like, oh shit, and they kept on evacuating everybody.
Instant route.
Badgeman. Oh fuck me.
Spray on here.
Oh, remember that? I could spray on there. Oh shit.
Oh, for God's sake.
That looks just like when I was that's the way it looked painting Justin's head the other day. Just like that.
Just like
I mean, technically, you could use spray paint and just, retouch it up every few days.
I'd go glass finish if that was the case.
Gloss
but with
finish.
this stuff, you
I would.
shampooed your hair, it was out.
Like definitely put on 2 coats of primer.
Yeah, and a coat of clear, and then I'd put on Grease, the movie, and glue it up there, right? Is that
He
what
said,
Matt
"Is that
used?
what Matt uses?" Okay, David sent me that for short.
X-Wing, when I came over in 2003, it was under $1 a liter. So I think it was 75 cents a liter or something.
Well, see, Queensland never had the fuel excise, right? It was one of the cheapest states to live in Australia, and they didn't have that fuel excise on there. Government were dipping their fingers into it, and it was like 10 years ago or some shit like that. Oh, we're going to start charging, and all of a sudden our fuel went through the fucking roof.
Went popped, just like alcohol. That went through the roof because of that lolly fucking thing they said.
Yeah, the premix, right? The
Yeah,
premix. Yeah. Did I tell you what they did with that and how they put that tax on and the reasons they?
No, but I just saw it and I was like, well, I'm stopping drinking fucking Bundaberg.
All right. So what happened? Right? They did a census. They did a census back in whenever it was, right?
Gallon
And-
version to dip his head in.
And then when they did the census, they had, do you binge drink? How many drinks do you have a week, right? So let's just say it was 6 drinks a week, right? And they classed that as binge drinking, right? So in that census there, that was their mark of binge drinking. So they said 60% of people binge drink, right? In the next census that they put out, they asked the same question. The same people answered the same question, right? 6%. But what they did was they lowered their number as being binge drinking to like 3. So all of a sudden, they came out with a massive story about, Australians have jumped up binge drinking by 60%. Oh, it's 90% of people are binge drinking now. This is no good. And it's all to do with premix and la, la, la. We're going to have to tax it to pull this down. It never pulled it down. It just made money.
Fuck, is that any of their business? How much you're drinking?
I stopped drinking Bundaberg rum in
Do
cans.
shit like this.
I would just put 0. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, mate, people are fucking retarded when it comes to things like this. They don't. They don't think the government's out to do anything to them. They think the government's there to help them. It's got nothing to fucking do with helping you. It's there to screw you over as much as you can and make it look as democratic as possible.
Yeah. If you drink, you drink. Fucking what's binge drinking? You fucking drink, you drink. And
The
now
best
do you
thing
see what they're going to do? You see what they're going to do now?
Oh, now you got
know what
Tim
they
fired
put
up
on the-
about drinking.
Do you know what they put on the cigarettes on the packets? They put Alan died at fucking 38 and whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to start putting that on beer cans now.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! No wonder you got a fucking stubby cooler, mate. Beautiful.
It's not on there yet, but they said they're going to start putting it on beer
Oh
cans.
yeah. That's a bit of a sign, Michael. Almost finished the 5th now, and I'm a pint and barely buzzing. Oh geez, mate. Yeah, that's a bit of a worry.
Oh, he's almost in a 5th.
Yeah, it comes to a point where you think, hang on a minute.
The best thing any
Why-
citizen could ever hear is, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm here to do.
Here's a total waste. This message on this pack of cigarettes has absolutely nothing to do with either I or Judy. It says, Surgeon General's warning, smoking by pregnant women may result in fetal injury, premature birth, and low birth weight. We're too fucking old to give a shit.
That's right, mate. That's why.
That's a waste of good government ink putting that shit on there.
That's
you
what
know?
they put on
And
ours.
I can't get pregnant anyways. Oh my god.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
That's what they put on ours. You want to see that? Every time
These
you
days you can pretend, Lloyd.
I cut it off.
Do what? What'd you say, Justin?
I said these days you can pretend to be pregnant.
Yeah. I forget we're in the
All you
we're
got to
in the
say, Lloyd,
woke
is you're a
stakes of America.
Lloyd, all you got to say is I identify as a pregnant woman. You got it.
Yeah.
At least the word
Not-
pregnant's there now.
Not in Arkansas.
Fucking
Not in
crazy. isn't it?
Arkansas.
You can say what you're a fucking dog. Am I going to go around humping women's legs? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, depends on the woman, you know.
What did they ask Bruce Willis in Fifth Element? They said, "What are you?" He said, "I'm a meat popsicle."
I identify as a dog, so I'm going to go around humping women's legs.
Yeah. We just, hey, Tim, you know, I'll just briefly touch on this with Tim because he knows about it. But you know, that yes vote and it lost, like 60% of Australia went to fucking shove it up your ass, right?
Yep.
Right. So federally, that whole thing's been gone. So we're not having it. The states are now looking at their own to do their own.
I saw that.
What the? We just voted no, you moron.
But if you think if the state's going to do it, let them try, because Queensland got 62% of the vote. So let them try.
69.
69. Okay. Let them try.
That's a great number.
No, anyway.
Yeah, she's pulling the pin on that. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a bit of local government fucking bullshit we were dealing with last week. Fuck, it was funny looking at all these lefties.
Man.
Well, the lefties are going, I can't believe it, racist. Fuck off,
we all.
Well, that's where they were trying to combine the different groups into just the different indigenous groups. Is that what that was about?
Well, basically, because they lied their ass off through the whole thing, saying 80% of Indigenous Australians wanted to vote yes, right? That's what their big posters and all this sort of shit. Now, Northern Territory's got the biggest Aboriginal, what do you call it? Population, yeah, in Australia, right? So anyway, and this is what they're basing and all this sort of shit. Anyway, they voted like 65% no. Anyway, they just fucked that right off because they didn't want it. And what they were doing was introducing and changing our constitution, that they get this group of people that are representing the Aboriginal people of Australia to make decisions and choices on everything about Australia in our constitution, right? They were trying to say they couldn't do it, but the whole document says they can, right? And throughout the time, everyone started to find out about this and went, no, fuck you, right?
Yeah.
And so there was no change, right? And the Aboriginal people themselves voted against it because they do not want 11 people or 12 people or whatever it is telling 300 separate tribes how they're going to be living, because they've been fighting amongst themselves for hundreds and thousands of years, right? That's the way it is. And they didn't want that power to put into a small people to do that, right? So anyway,
they're changing names of the fucking territories. Okay, they changed Fraser Island. Now they're trying to change the name of Brisbane.
I know, Brisbane to some other fucking, yeah, I know that won't be happening.
Why? What's the point of doing that besides?
It's inclusive. We represent everywhere you go now. We acknowledge the past, present, and future. Blah 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 blah, and all this sort of shit.
Right.
And
And
anyway,
all the Aboriginals that I talked to, they didn't want it either. They're like,
no, that's right.
We don't want that.
That's right. I don't think you do talk to any Aboriginals because in your line of work, everyone's out in the sun. I really don't think. I think they're just tans, mate.
That's wrong, man. That's fucking wrong.
He's going to get shut down.
I got a lot of Avo friends, and they all didn't want it. So,
well, here in Oklahoma, all of the names are Native American names. Anyways, it took me 3 years to be able to pronounce half the street names in this town because they're named after. Because this was an Indian Territory. As a matter of fact, it was called Indian Territory until 1907, when we became a state, and then it changed to Oklahoma. But it was settled by the 5 civilized tribes: the Cherokees, Choctaws, Creeks, Chickasaws, and the Seminoles. And so they picked the names out back in the 1840s, 1850s. So, so it's a pain in the ass trying to pronounce half the street. Anybody, you can always tell somebody's not from the state because they mispronounce and butcher all the names. You know, so
right.
So everything here's named indigenous. It's got an indigenous name, anyways.
Oh, there you go. The Murray got it right over 200 years ago, right?
Yeah. That's right. That's right. I'm surprised they even got settled by the white people, to be honest.
Well, my whole point with that whole conversation too is if an indigenous person in a country like here in the U.S. or in Australia have every right and capability to become just as successful as anybody else, go into power, get into office, then nobody needs any special treatment.
No, that's right. The thing is, right, the thing is what's happening is they're getting like $33 billion a year pumped in to the Aboriginal sector, right? And nothing's being done at the grassroots, where we're still having all the bullshit going on in the outback, right? So all that money's piling into it. Where is it? And this is like put a spotlight on it now.
Where did it go?
was all happening in the background before, and no one really knew what was going on. We didn't know how much was putting into it. But now that he brought this into the spotlight about, we want the voice here, this is going to change everything for everyone. It's not going to change a fucking thing. And there was a massive call in Parliament now to do a massive investigation into the funds that are going into this. And the Prime Minister rejected it. No, we won't be doing that. Right? The only reason they're not going to do that is because they're dodgy bastards, mate. Right?
Yeah.
And the fucking the yes vote campaign, bloody radical fucking bullshit. They're the ones skimming off the top and making all the money, and then it's in a big funnel, and a little bit drips out the bottom.
And Justin, they have the right to become whatever they want to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
your Aboriginals are the same as our Indians.
I know Aboriginal doctors. I know Aboriginal nurses.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Over here, if a Native American wants to become a senator, they can do it if they have the drive to do it in the back.
Many of them have.
And that's what I'm saying. So nobody should be getting special treatment.
They have a better healthcare system. They have the Indian healthcare system here in Oklahoma is better than, or is at least as good as any of the privately owned hospitals. And they got money. As a matter of fact, because of a Supreme Court decision that is called the McGirt decision, I actually now live on a reservation.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
The whole eastern half of the.
Now?
No, I'm not Native American or indigenous. I'm a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. I just happen to this half of the state of Oklahoma was declared by the Supreme Court was declared a reservation. And now if a Native American gets pulled over by a cop, that cop has to call the one of the Native American Marshal Services to come in and arrest the guy. They can't. As a matter of fact, they can't even give him a ticket now for speeding.
Well, see, that's my whole thing. Is I think the whole reservation thing. I don't think anybody should get special treatment anymore. I don't give a shit what happened 500 years ago or 300 years ago.
Well, let me ask you something.
Everybody has the ability to live a fine life, then fuck it.
Well,
hey, Lloyd, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Lloyd. How many generations of people in your family have been on the continent of America?
God, I don't know. We go back to, let's see, 1640s for my dad's side. My mom's back to the early 1700s.
Right,
and,
okay.
Well, we've been here.
Here's the thing, though, now, Lloyd. You are indigenous.
Yeah.
You are indigenous because you are from that country. You are indigenous to that country, along with your. Now, the thing is, that's exactly right, but that's never ever brought up because they don't look at the meaning of the word, right?
Right.
And the thing is, when it comes to Australia and all that sort of shit, you can identify as having Aboriginal in there, and you don't have to give them any proof. You have
to have proof.
Oh yeah, you got to have proof to be Native American.
You got to
have a roll number.
In America, you need 5 steps through the Senate to know, and that's the proof. Because we went the third, and we didn't have the money to go to the.
You could have some Native American in your bloodline, but it has to be a specific amount.
Well, it's not just that. Now, the way it's set up, at least in Oklahoma and most of the tribes throughout the United States, is one, your family you have to have somebody in your family, a direct descendant, somewhere up the line that was on what's called the Dawes Rolls, which was brought out in the 1880s, I think. And if you're not on the Dawes Rolls and you don't have what they call a roll number or a Dawes roll number, well, then you're shit out of luck. But even if you do have a Dawes roll number, you still have to have DNA testing to show that you belong. Because now the tribes are requiring DNA testing because there's people that have Dawes rolls numbers and have 0% Native American because their family was adopted into a tribe, especially here in Oklahoma.
We had the blood test on Lloyd, and it shows that we are, but there's more steps to prove it. You got to go
Yeah.
through more steps.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through this with my wife's family. Her uncle showed up with a roll number. And so I spent a week down at the library going through all of the rolls looking for this ancestor. And it come down to the name was right, but it wasn't the right person because they list it by their maiden name rather than their married name. And this was a married name. And her uncle was just going on and said, "Oh, this is my grandma Cornelius." I said, "Listen, just sit down and shut up and let me explain. This is not your dead Indian grandma. It's somebody else's. Give her back."
Yeah.
He didn't speak to me for he sat down and shut up, and he wouldn't say a word to me for a damn year.
My great great grandmother was Shenandoah Jackson. She added Jackson. I don't know what her maiden.
And those
maiden
robot
Right.
dogs are pretty cool.
Yeah, Curtis got this.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
did he?
Yeah.
Curtis
You
got
can
that?
Wow.
Really?
You can get them off Amazon for a couple grand. I mean, some of them are cheaper than what a drone would cost you.
Hang on, didn't that Relentless have one?
Yeah.
No, that was a little Sony dog.
She had the Sony dog. Now, is
What's
that
happened to her?
AI?
She disappeared, mate.
Does it program
Yeah, she
itself? Is that
disappeared.
AI?
What happened to her, mate? Did she disappear? She was on those live shows all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. She comes and goes.
Now, is that dog
Nope.
AI? It can learn, or
Hey guys, I'm going to have to bail. It's about time for me to get my last nap in before bedtime. So, Matt, thanks for having me on. And besides, I can see my wife's fixing to call me on the monitor, so I need to go. All right,
Good on you,
I'll
Lloyd.
catch you later, guys.
Thanks, man. See you, buddy.
Good night, everyone.
Later.
There we
No, you can get one of those for about $2,300-$2,400. Not the one that he has, but
okay?
there's other companies that sell them.
That is cool.
You can
program it.
That is
I thought it
cool.
was like AI, man.
But think about it: if $2,300-$2,400, people pay more for their drones than they do that.
People pay more for dogs.
Imagine,
Yeah.
dude,
Hey,
I wanna
Brad.
take one of those to a dog park.
Purebred dogs, man, they can go about 4K, 5K.
You
Well,
won't have
I
to
have-
take the shit bag. You won't
I
have to
have
take
a
the shit
Shih
bag with you.
Tzu. I have a
Exactly.
Shih Tzu, paid $3,100.
How to
You
get a
paid 4K. You paid 4K for that. Fucking hell.
yeah? Well, his has a bunch of like methane sensors and shit on it, like for going into buildings and stuff like that. It had a whole bunch of like sensors and shit on it for different gases and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now,
But if you just want to like I would say like a recreational one, yeah, Amazon's got them.
did he have a case scenario for it? Is he going to make money for it? I wouldn't spend 4K unless I had a case scenario for that.
Yeah.
I would spend 4K on that
inspection.
just to fucking have it.
Yeah, roof inspection. I wouldn't pay that much for something if it's not going to make me money. Fuck.
Oh, well, Curtis is making money. He's using it for.
Oh, he did. There you go. Inspection. Well, there you go. If you can pay it back, that's good. Or make it back.
Money in my pocket and the chicks for free.
Those 2 years, like
Oh,
one
yeah.
here.
Good song.
That one's $6,000.
Holy
Uh,
shit.
Fucking
They
hell.
had one on here that was only like $2,000. We were looking at not too long ago.
Dire Straight. And the chicks for free.
These are all kids ones. Then they got different models of them too.
I don't think Justin even knows what the Dire Straits are. Anyway.
Yeah, well, if I get one, it'll be a female.
Yeah, I bet. I can see you on your knees all the
Jim,
time.
Jim, let me ask you something. Jim. Why do you want a female?
Why not?
It'll
Is it
help
gonna
his
come
ankle
with-
problem.
It'll come with a hole in it or something like that, mate. What's going
Maybe,
on?
there you go. Extended
What-
version.
Wouldn't that be badass to show like just walking down the street, dude? People would turn their heads. Like, yeah.
Oh, he's got to come up and fucking show us this robot. Come on.
What do you mean show us? He'd have to go outside and do
Well,
the things like
Curtis, I'm sure Curtis is going to do a video for us.
I'm bringing it into his office, man.
that thing's
Oh, you can remote control them and put it in follow mode. Oh, that's cool.
Well, imagine going on your scooter and that thing just fucking running next to you.
How
Going
many
down the
people
road.
will you scare?
Because those things
Maybe
can run pretty
take my dog
quickly.
for a walk.
I mean, the
Fucker
ones
is heavy.
that what was it, Boston Dynamics has, theirs can run at like 40, 45 miles an hour.
Oh,
What's
shit.
that? What's that song, Matt? Just a walking the dog.
They actually have one
Oh,
that's
the
the
Blue
size of a
Song.
fucking cow,
Mhm.
dude.
Just walking the dog. That's right. I used to play that years ago.
Just a walking the dog.
So sick of the blues music.
That was a good song. I like that song.
But they have the Boston Dynamics has one that's the size of a fucking cow. And
What?
what the troops do is they put all their equipment, their bags, their backpacks, their rucksacks, all that shit.
Yeah,
They strap it
baby.
all onto this thing, and then it just follows the platoon around.
Hey, you should program it to say how you doing when it sees a woman. I'll give you the voiceover. How you doing?
Make sure you got the voice changer on, Tim, because we don't want that normal voice of yours.
How you doing, everybody?
Sounds like Mr. Hankey. That's who he sounds like.
Yeah, look at this.
Hi-yo.
Yeah, look at this fucking thing right here.
Oh,
And this thing,
damn.
what the troops do is the troops actually hook their shit onto it. Granted, this is just a prototype, but they have
That's
a
a
more refined one.
That's a petrol motor.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have that? Look at that.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That
look at
thing
this.
moves
Imagine
like
this
Jim.
thing. Could you imagine this thing running at you in the woods, though? All of a sudden you hear creaking in the woods, and this motherfucker comes racing out of the woods at you.
I heard that, Matt. Hidey ho.
Look at this bitch on a full run. Look at that.
Holy shit.
Crap.
And it's like and it's double sided too, so you can see it like has two heads, so it can go either direction.
That looks like a
Look at
horse.
this thing.
Holy
Actually,
fuck.
hold
How
on.
fast does it go? How fast does
I
it go?
think this one they got up to like 40 something.
Really?
Wow.
$50.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
It's fucking
It
ate its
looked like
shit.
you fucking dropped on its like side or fucking pivoted.
We have a saying for that in Australia. It's called cunt up.
Yep.
Yep.
How would you
Yeah.
like to have one of these? Like I said, imagine
Yeah.
going down the road on your scooter and this motherfucker's following you.
Boston Dynamics, man, they're fucking epic. Hey.
Well,
They're
they
fucking
had that.
epic.
So that same design, like the one that Curtis's dog uses, like as far as the legs and the design of the body. Dude,
Right.
Boston Dynamics had those years ago, and now all these companies have started copying them because they came up with a really good design.
Boston Dynamics is the one that was supposed to sell to the army and shit. I heard.
Yeah, they do. They sell a lot of shit to the army.
And they're
They're
doing
one of
for bomb detection and taking them out or something, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much it's like their ultimate goal is probably to be more like a canine. You know,
It has
Well,
got different gates too, because if you notice a straight run, you're obviously doing the front and left like this. But when it was doing those corners and everything, it's got the two forward and the two back moving exactly the same.
It's got to run like a
well,
horse.
well,
or a
think
dog.
about it. You got a special forces team of like 7-10 guys. They can put all their ammunition. They can put all their backpacks on there. They don't have to carry any extra weight. And that thing literally just follows them through the woods or wherever they're going.
That's
It
what I'm
carries all their
saying.
shit.
Yeah. They can put them in combat. Well, they're starting to make soldiers now too. I don't know if it's Boston Dynamics, but
Oh, they got some AI. They got some AI fake ones out there, mate. Makes it look like this thing's absolutely incredible, but it's actually fake. It's not real.
Okay.
There's that one. They got the one that's jumping over stuff and bashing it with a fucking baseball bat and doing all sorts of things, and it's actually just fake. It's fake.
Yeah. I saw that video.
I believe they call it pack mule. Yeah, there you go. But I'm going to end this one, guys. I've got to get off this leg. I've got to put it up. It's fucking swelling up, man. My knee's killing me. Fucking thing.
All right, man. Wish you the best.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thanks for having me.
Right. Thank you very much, Tim. Thanks, Dominic. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Justin. And
take care, everybody.
This was great. This was a good show. Not too many people in the chat tonight.
It's spin up. That's why.
Yeah, spin up a bit. Oh, that's all right. We've got 24 watching. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Actually, how many have seen? This is what I look at too. What have we got here? How many have tuned into it over the last? What have we got here? Saturday morning. See, only 136 people have been here. Usually, it's up around the 200 and whatever it is. Yeah. Chris Wedgeworth. Hey, thanks, Chris. Cheers, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at my wit's end with this knee. It's be 5 weeks this week, and it's doing my head in. I've got to get out and work.
You might actually need to get surgery or something. You need to really go.
Yeah, and that'll put me out for another 6 weeks. Excellent.
Oh, that's when you go on disability. There you go.
Yeah, I know, but they won't put me on disability.
I'm going to send you a link to that stuff there, Matt.
Yes, yeah. Do that. Email it to me, mate, and I'll check it out because I have seen it.
Yeah,
they look pretty cool.
Well, it's working for my wife. I know that. Yeah,
absolutely, and I've heard they do work. So it'd be interesting. I just got to get rid of the swelling. Once I get rid of the swelling, I can move my leg. That's the main thing.
Hey, Chris.
And it's not rheumatoid arthritis. It's osteoarthritis, which is better. Who wants rheumatoid arthritis, for God's sake?
You don't want rheumatoid.
No. So it's osteo. I made a mistake last week because my there's nothing wrong. I mean, usually my head's swelling more than my knee. So I'm not I'm not unaccustomed to swelling.
All right, we'll see you later.
Oh, Captain Joe, how are you, mate?
Hey,
no
Joe.
worries. All right, thanks, guys.
Joe.
All right, take care, y'all. Yeah.
See you, boys.
Okay, good night, Matt. Good night, Justin. Good night, Tim. Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone in the chat.
What?
We'll see you next week.
What was that, Justin? You can't hear.
He was pointing at something.
You can't hear, mate. Can't hear. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can read lips. Matt, you're the best. Oh, you're excellent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a bitch in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You said I'm a bitch compared to you. That's what you were saying. All right. Have fun. Justin. I'll send you some more shadow shots. All right. Take care. Thanks, man. Oh, good on you. Thanks, everyone, for popping in the chat. Oh, this weekend here will spin up. Oh, geez, let's see. I wonder. Actually, I haven't seen anyone's gone live. I think Dennis did. I think Dennis went live. He was doing his sunrise thing from another location, so I'm kind of guessing he's there. I'm not too sure. I haven't asked him. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone, popping in. Good to see everyone. Bit of a chat and what have you today. Awesome stuff. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great week, and we get to do it all again next week. Same time, same channel. Add that there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.